Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the Thrones of Decay. So today is going to be a big multiplayer breakdown. Essentially, here's the roadmap for what today's stream is going to be. We're going to be going over all the new units and kind of showcasing them in little testing scenarios and seeing the nitty gritty of all these different pieces, which of course I've played a handful of battles, but there's still things, I haven't fully discovered. So we're going to be doing some hard testing with that as well. From there, we do have a couple replays we can show too. I'm a little bit light on replays because I already casted most of them for solo videos, but I do have a couple saved up. And at the end, we're going to see if I can get somebody to join in and play some battles. So a lot of folks have been asking why we haven't been doing domination battles. Well, pretty much everybody there's only like 3 or 4 people who play multiplayer who are in the early build. And none of those folks really play Dom. So, I've been deferring to playing land battle with them because they have no experience in Dom really. So that's the jam, but don't worry. We're going to be getting a ton of Dom games in as soon as we can. And yeah, it's going to be great. All right. Any interesting patch changes? A ton. Yeah, there's a lot of changes. And we're going to be going over pretty much everything I can think of today. Yeah, the background's really good. Those birds, when they fly over, it's like a jump scare every time. Oh, I have no idea what those... Yeah, I can show everything, Iskander. Yeah, we're going to show all the goods. Yeah, all of them. All right, so firstly, let's begin by doing some testing. So we're going to be taking a look here. Firstly, who do we want to begin with? Let's see. Let's save my favorite for last. So we're going to begin with the dwarves. Dwarves definitely got some cool stuff. So we're going to get all the new dwarf units here and go over them. So let's get you. Let's get you. We'll get Garagrim, who is Ungrim Iron Fist's son, which is pretty fun. We're going to turn off unit caps as well to make sure we can see everything. All right, and by the way, Ulrika is currently on the Dwarven roster, which means like the dwarves would get magic, but I'm like 99% sure that's getting removed before the build goes, everything goes to public. So yeah, Ulrika is for sure not going to be on the dwarves. So I'm sorry, all of you dwarf enjoyers, it's not going to happen. So, all right. So we're going to get all the new units here, and we're going to talk about them a little bit, and then I'm going to load in individually, and we're going to test everything. So we're going to be doing a lot. It's going to be a long, fun stream where we break it all down. All right, so what else is new here? We have the Doomseekers, the Doomseeker ROR, and then we have Slayer Pirates. We have the Slayer Pirate ROR. Iron Drake Trollhammer Torpedoes have been reworked as well. They're actually, I think, better now as well. Yeah, I think they're better now. We'll go over that. We got the Grudge Raker ROR and the basic Grudge Raker. And then we have the Thunder Barge, and the Gyrocopters have all been reworked. We'll load in to show you guys those. And then you have the Goblin Hewer. This is extended roster, so this is from campaign. So we're not really going to be going over that too much. So firstly, we have the Demon Slayer. The Demon Slayer is the new lord for the dwarves, and honestly, he's pretty solid. He's obviously a slayer, and he's fast. And one of the issues with Ungrim, as it pertains to his monster hunting capabilities, is the fact that he's pretty slow at 32 speed, right? Obviously, Ungrim's going to be more durable. He's super heavily armored, so he can endure fighting things like Manticores much better. But now we have the Demon Slayer, who has 42 movement speed and has some good abilities as well. So when there's a unit near the Demon Slayer character, he actually gets a nice... oh, no, that's not the right one, is it? Yes, it is. So he gets 20% damage, so he's going to be going up to almost 600 weapon strength. He gets more melee attack when a unit that causes terror is nearby. So that is really freaking good. And I do think that the Demon Slayer will be potentially a go-to choice for many dwarf players because he's fast and he really does hit incredibly hard. Whereas Ungrim kind of has to waddle after the targets he wants to fight. This man is 10 speed quicker and, a lot squishier though. He's got, 1,000 less HP than Ungrim, I think? No, not much. No, only a couple hundred. Wow, okay. Glorious Death is here. So this is a cool buff that he has. Glorious Death makes it so all nearby Slayer units... or I believe it's all nearby affected units affects allies in range. Yeah, so they become immune to death. So if you have him fighting including himself, so if he's at 1 HP, you can pop this. All they need to do is have the Slayer keyword, which is down here. So you can see there's a new keyword for the dwarves, which is Slayer, because there's a couple buffs that pertain only to Slayer. So that is Glorious Death. Gromrindle, thank you for becoming a channel member. I could have sworn you already were, but thank you. Yeah, he's awesome. I really like the Demon Slayer, and I have a game with him today. I'll make sure to show you guys. One of the replays does feature the Demon Slayer. He does also have a really good old school item, which is the Hammer of Karak Draz, which honestly I think just makes him better than Ungrim in multiplayer. This is really good. It debuffs melee attack and weapon damage, so if you're getting hit by a heavy cav unit, or he's in a duel, whatever, right? You can pop this, and it has unlimited charges. Obviously, you have a cooldown on this, but over the course of the battle, you're going to be able to get this like 3 or 4 3 or 4 times, probably, especially in a Dom game. And then he's got the Rune of Thungni. This one's okay. You know, it gives armor sunder and a little bit of damage. It's kind of cool, but I don't know. It might be something that you cut. But overall, my opinions of the Demon Slayer are that he is very, very solid. I like him a lot. Next up, we have the Thunder Barge. That's going to be the first thing that we test today. I'm going to show you how OP the Thunder Barge is. This is probably just straight up the most broken unit I've ever seen. It's really busted. Now, here's the thing about the Thunder Barge. I like the fact that Creative Assembly is experimenting with these fun, wild units. And I think the Thunder Barge in campaign, like, I want it to be the Terminator in campaign, right? Because in the campaign, you summon it, the Spirit of Grungni, which is the ROR one that's only for campaign. And it has, like, a temporary life cycle. But I don't know. It's a weird thing because, like, I want it to be fun and really nasty in campaign, and, like, as it is now, because I think that's super hilarious. But for multiplayer, it's extremely broken. We're going to get Malachi as well. Don't worry. He's going to be the last one we take a look at. So, yeah, the Thunder Barge is just kind of busted. And honestly, for multiplayer, what you could probably do is you could just make this thing cost like 4,000 gold, and then it might have trouble paying for itself. So if the dwarves want to invest in the Thunder Barge, it's going to be like a third or almost half of their army, right? Because as it currently stands, this thing is extremely oppressive, and I'll show you why it's even more oppressive as well. Hogan's Airline, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. So Ulrika is going to get removed before the... Ulrika is being removed from the dwarves before it all goes live. Yeah. So Thunder Barge is just busted. It has broadside thunder shooting. It auto drops bombs under it, and it has 2 cannons mounted on the front that it's shooting nonstop. It is exponentially better than a Dread Saurian, and it costs less, or about the same, depending on which one you're using. It maybe just make it like 4K and let people have fun with it, you know. So then it's like really an all-in piece. Now Malachi, he has the Artillery Master. Now, there's a couple applications. I've actually been somewhat disappointed with Malachi overall, except in a very niche situations, and I'll explain. Stayed up, but do Exalted Heroes and Nurgle get regen? They do not. They do not. Do Rot Beasts beat Skull Crushers? I haven't done that test, but that's something we'll do today. But it does not give regen. The mounts don't. No. Thank you, Lich. Thank you, thank you. So this is why I think Malachi will have some niche applications, especially in land battle, okay? So he gives plus 30 accuracy and reload skill, but more importantly, he has the Eyes of Grungni. Now, let's just go over everything first. So he gives accuracy and reload skill, which in an artillery duel, so I think Malachi will be good in matchups in which you want to win an artillery duel. So let's say you're playing an Empire player who's maybe abusing Hellstorm rocket batteries, you're playing against a Cathay player with Grand Cannons, and you really want to win the artillery duel, you put Malachi in between your 2 cannons, and they're going to get accuracy, reload skill. He can also buff their damage with deranged munitions, which is okay. He has a little hand grenade, which I've had limited success with. Overall, I think it's just kind of a gimmick, but he throws it and it does some okay damage against infantry. On top of that, he does have the Eyes of Grungni. Now, this is the best thing about Malachi, in my opinion, hands down. So the Eyes of Grungni give 10% range. So if you're shooting a Dwarven Cannon, which has how much range? The Dwarven Cannon has 440 range. You're going to be getting an extra 40, like 45 range, give or take, somewhere in that park. So it's going to be almost 500 range cannons, which is better than Cathay. It's better than the Empire. So that is where Malachi shines. Your cannons will be able to shoot before the enemy cannons will. So it gives you the artillery advantage, is the Eyes of Grungni. And this is the other ability that's super good. It's Makaisen's Persuader. So this one is very good. And this is one of the reasons why the blimp is OP, is because he can heal it and give it more ammo. So he can heal the blimp for 17% of its HP, and 17% of the Thunder Barge's HP is a lot. It has 13,000 HP, right? So that is disgusting. He can heal it. But, you know, even if the Thunder Barge gets nerfed, you can even come in with like a gyrocopter or like a gyro bomber, for example, and heal that thing up and refill its ammunition as well, because they have really good shooting. So that's Malachi. He's good in some matchups. I think he's more niche. There's characters like Elspeth, who in my opinion are ubiquitously good in like almost every matchup. And then Malachi, on the other hand, is like going to be more niche. He's got a long rifle too with really good shooting. So if you're expecting like a flying SE to be harassing you like Zinch or something, having him on the ground just shooting it is pretty steady damage. Now, next up, we're going to be talking about Ungrim Iron Fist's son. This is Garagrim Iron Fist. This man is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. He is a great anti-infantry fighter. He has the War Mourner, so this is a buff, and it gives magic damage and weapon strength to nearby units. So in demon matchups, he's actually, you might want to leave this on, because it has a pretty good effect range, and giving magic damage to some of your units will help you do extra DPS against demons, right? The Slayer of Legend. So as he gets kills, he gets base weapon damage, AP, and melee attack. This one's okay. I've experimented a little bit with it. Honestly, it costs 200, so it's a lot. Probably something in multiplayer you would see cut. But overall, it's potentially okay. Now this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what makes him the Terminator. It's the Hurricane of Death. So this ability takes about 90 seconds to charge up. He has to be in combat for it to recharge. And man, oh man, when you pop this, he is going to crump whoever's around him. He basically does a Garen from League of Legends spin to win. He spins in a circle, and everything that's like touching him, that's close to him, just gets cut to pieces. And we're going to do testing to show you all this stuff today. So don't worry, you're going to be seeing all this stuff. It is really, really good. Like, so honestly, if I were bringing him in a competitive setting, I would just do this and bring Hurricane of Death. You have a 950 gold unbreakable unit that's a really good fighter, and he can clear out infantry, which in domination is really big. In land battle, he's going to be good. He's anti-infantry as well. So he is he's a Doomseeker now. He's a Doomseeker, basically. Next up, we have the Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer is an anti-large hero. So he has Worthy Foe, the same thing that the other Slayers have, where he gets bonus stats if he's fighting something that causes terror. So we saw that before. He has Heroic and Foe Seeker. He's got the Dragon Slaying Axe, which when his hit points are below 50%, he gets a bit of a stat buff. And also he can get ward save and melee defense when he drops low. So he's kind of an interesting character. I could see this in like matchups in which you're expecting an SC, right? You could do something like this. You could go like double Demon Slayer with like Malachi, and you can bring these guys dirt cheap without any of their abilities, and they're still really respectable anti-large fighters for 600 gold. So maybe something like this would be the direction that you go, right? All right, next up, we're going to talk about the Doomseekers. Doomseekers are really, really cool. So think about Blade Singers, except they have way less models and more HP per model. They are a little bit more aggressive. They do more damage overall than a Blade Singer, but they're slower, and they are also a little bit more vulnerable because they don't have Phys Res, but they're unbreakable. So I know there's some parallels to be drawn there. What does Malachi's weapon do? He has a long rifle and he has a hand grenade. So it's a long range AP shot is what he does. But Doomseekers are really good against factions that are going to be bringing armor against you, right? So if you're playing a Warriors of Chaos, if you're playing somebody who's going to be bringing some Steel Boys like Grand Cathay, for example, maybe they're okay there. Although they're very vulnerable to shooting and quite expensive. But you can see they hit really hard. They have 55 weapon strength, 54 melee attack, really quick. In domination mode, these guys will be very good for pushing up and taking objectives quickly, which is something Dwarves struggled with before. They can actually move up and push people off a point very quick. So yeah, it's great. They also have the Whirlwind of Death ability, so that is really strong. They have the same thing that old Garagrim has, Ungrim's son here. So this is really strong. This ability is great. They also have the Wards of Grimnir, so this is an awesome ability, by the way. So as they make kills, so what I would recommend in Dom mode is find a really crappy unit. Have them go massacre a Skaven Slave, a Clan Rat, a State Trooper, and these guys are going to get up to 20% ward save when they make kills. It's really good, and then they're just going to kind of move on to another unit and have that 20% ward save. On top of that, they have Vanguard deployment and 35% spell resist. Pretty awesome unit. So Vanguard deployment for Dwarves and Doomseekers, they're just so erect to get in there and cause havoc that overall they're just absolutely savage. I like them. I mean, they're vulnerable and expensive too, though. They're a fair unit. Like, if you shoot them with like Peasant Archers with Bretonia, you're going to be just up trading so hard. So yeah, pretty good. So next up, we have the ROR, the Brotherhood of Grimnir. As you can see, they have better stats. And as far as what they have that's unique, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they have a better version of the Endless Whirlwind of Death. So they have a better spin to win attack, basically. Yeah, Vanguard on those. Pretty nice. Gyro Bomber, we're going to look at that later. So Goblin Hewer, this is the weirdest shit. This is an artillery piece that is manned by Slayers who have anti-large, and there's actually a fair amount of them. So they could fight off like a light cavalry unit pretty well. This thing only has 80 range, but it hits like an absolute truck against the monster's infantry. So if you're shooting Minotaurs, if you're shooting Ogres, the Goblin Hewer is really, really good. I don't know why it's called Goblin Hewer when it's designed to kill big things, but overall, the Goblin Hewer, I like it a lot. It's extremely niche, but if you're playing against Beastmen, you're playing against anybody who's going to rush you with monstrous infantry, the Goblin Hewer can almost like one-shot some of those monstrous infantry. You'll see. We'll do some testing and show you how that all works. How big is the bonus on these guys? All right. So they got 15, and the other ones I believe have 15 as well. They basically have a better spinning attack because these guys have the Whirlwind of Death, which is 2 damage per second, and these guys have this one, which is 2. I think it lasts longer. The duration is 6 seconds, and this one is, what is it? The radius is 4 meters. Radius is 4 meters. Cooldown duration is 6 seconds, and the duration here is 6, 90. Is it just the? It can't be the exact same. There must be something I'm missing there. But we'll take a look. Yeah, but these things are really vulnerable. The Goblin Hewers can go down really quickly, but it only has 4 volleys. Okay. So next up we have the Grudge Rakers. I don't need to really talk too much about these with you guys. If you have played Chaos Dwarves and you have used their Blunderbuss units, these things are just a copy paste. They're basically the exact same thing except they're on the Dwarf roster and they have spell resist. So the ROR Grudge Raker has Vanguard deployment, which is actually pretty good, and has Frenzy. The Vanguard deployment is big, though, because you can Vanguard up and blast something in the face really quickly if it's in your backfield in domination mode. The cooldown is shorter. Okay, got it. The cooldown is shorter on that one. Thank you. I just woke up a little while ago. I was up very late. So thank you if I'm a little bit foggy, but we'll do our best. But yeah, this is just a blunderbuss, okay? That's basically it. Next up, we have Long Drongs, Pirate Slayers, and the regular Slayer Pirates. Slayer Pirates are cool. They're going to give dwarves a weird mobile game. They're fast, and the most notable thing about these guys is they have really good armor-piercing shooting. So if you move up on somebody's flank, you can use these defensively to shoot against Empire Knights, Kislev Knights, whatever. And yeah, they fire while moving too, which is really cool. So these are just like skirmisher dwarves that are unbreakable. Here's the thing about them, though. They do kind of have a bit of a bad time against like Chaff. So if they're fighting like a Chaff unit, if they're fighting a Crowman, a Chaos Fury, something that's high DPS and is good against light armor, Slayer Pirates really get wrecked. So you have to be really careful with them, but still, they're pretty cool, and they just look like biker gangs, basically. The Endless is 60 seconds, normal Whirlwind is 90. Thank you. Glad you got that. Long Drong Slayer Pirate. So these guys have Dwarf Rum, so they give -10 melee attack to enemies nearby. That's actually, honestly, if I were to choose, I would bring these. -10 melee attack aura is pretty disgusting. Imagine having Long Drong's Slayer Pirates in the middle of your dwarf box and somebody attacks you. Well, hey, you're going to get -10 melee attack where these guys are defending, which is really nice. So yeah, pretty damn cool. Also, Iron Drakes, look at the range on Iron Drakes now, 170. So Iron Drakes got a big rework. They have super long range. I was playing a game with another player yesterday, and I was genuinely shocked at how far their range were. Like, they were thumping me from downtown. So they've been reworked, and the Dowie have some kind of like deck gunners, but they hit harder, and they have anti-large too. So yeah, they're awesome. These guys are great. So now we're going to get into some testing. We're going to show you guys things one by one, go over and just kind of show you all the dwarf units and stuff. So it's pretty neat. So firstly, let us begin by getting Malachi a couple cannons. Yes, yes. And he's going to come with all his buffs, and we will also do the Thunder Barge, okay? So we've got the Thunder Barge. This is going to be our first test. Don't worry, we'll go through and test everything there's some things that won't require testing. Like, you know that a Demon Slayer is just going to be a good anti-large fighter, but nuances that require a little bit of testing, we're going to bring that in, okay? So we're going to get a Khorne army, all right? So we're going to get, like, Chaos Warriors, whatever. I'm even going to throw in some Marauder Horsemen. Marauder Horsemen are like a theoretical counter, right? Against the we'll get these Slayer Pirates and these guys, and we're gonna just go through and test like everything here. Ulrika gives magic to dwarves, yes, but she's gonna be removed before it really matters from the dwarf. She's not supposed to be there. It was a mistake. Okay, so I think we're about good. We're gonna do the Thunder Barge here, and honestly, I'm just gonna give them a huge army, right? So you can see how this really goes down. So you can see, like, look how much bigger this Khorne army is. They even have 3 anti-large, and my army, the spend of my army should be less. I'm not mistaken, maybe somewhere in the same ballpark, but here we go. All right. It's Thunder Bargain time. There was a lot of changes to other factions too. Khorne got some buffs, Lizardman got some nerfs, and Kislev got some nerfs. There's been a lot of good changes, but we're going to go over all that today. So we're going to go over each of the factions, and then we're going to go over some of the neutral stuff that I've observed, and then we're going to look at some replays and potentially play some battles. The Empire is very good now. The Empire is very good, honestly. I love playing them. I'm having so much fun playing the Empire. Yeah. All right. Here we go, baby. So Malachi is going to give the cannons extra range, but you're going to see the Spirit of Grungni. Now, there's a couple things you can do to fix the Thunder Barge for multiplayer. One is you could just make it cost so much that it's like an absurd investment. Number two, you could actually make the Overburner, the ability that makes it fast, do 2 or 3 times as much damage as it currently does. Because right now you can just fly it and just go super hard. Throwing axes always dealt with flying units on average. Yeah, well, you'll see about this. You're going to see, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, Kislev got some minor nerfs, and Lizardman got some just like little things here and there. So, all right, so we got the cannons pretty deep set here. So I'm just going to show you guys what that would look like with Malachi nearby, okay? So Malachi is going to be right there, and we're going to put him between the two cannons, and I just want you to see the range difference. The blimp is really going to be doing the heavy lifting here and having some fun. Now, if the blimp does not get nerfed, I would recommend in quick battle queues avoiding dwarf players. Yeah. All right. So you see how it's slow? This is fine, okay? This is 30 speed. It's whatever, you know what I'm saying? Who cares? It's not that bad. But the problem is you can speed it up and it takes a little bit of damage, but it's such a negligible amount of damage that it really is just a big problem. So check this out. Dwarf cannons with 484 range. That's awesome. That is a huge difference. That is longer range than the other factions that have cannons. So now the dwarves are going to be excellent at winning artillery duels, and Malachi also has good range too. He's really good at shooting like big things here. So we got our Slayer Pirates waiting in the wings, and now the Dread Blimp is going to go. So we're going to do some fast forwarding, because I don't need to use the afterburners yet. But now it's time for a reckoning, okay? So it's going to start shooting its frontal cannons here in a second. It does have a, or it's kind of like a broadside, I guess. But we can just use the Thunderburner, and look, now it goes like turbo speed, see? And you can already see the Marauder Horsemen just getting mowed down here. Yeah, and like it's pretty hard, because you can kind of still dodge shots. It's so fast, see, I'm dodging Horseman shots, right? Okay, this Horseman unit's already at like half health, and I haven't even gotten into the good broadsides yet. So it's going to automatically drop bombards and just mow down infantry here. So now it's Thunder Barging time. So now you just want to turn and fly over your opponent's ranks like this. And it's going to just automatically start dropping bombs here in a second. So the first one I did miss, but there you go. All right, so now it's going. Yeah, there we go. And this thing, look, it already killed one Marauder Horseman. The other Marauder Horseman's dead, okay? It's gone. 2 Marauder Horsemen are dead already. Let me turn these cannons back so they don't interfere with this test. Okay. So now we can just Benny Hill over this army and just like whatever, you know, and they can't really do anything. It's just like, it's just going to massacre this whole Khorne army. Yeah, and the funny thing is it's taking a little bit of damage, but Malachi can just heal it up, and it's just like so busted. So it's already gotten a ton of value here, and then we can just come back this way and just fly back. Malachi can go up and use his Persuader on it and heal it. It's already gotten how much value? Yeah, about 2,000 value, give or take. So the Thunder Barge is going to get healed here. And then it can just go back into its turbo mode and just start blasting through these guys. And yeah, it's just kind of gross. And I mean, if I was even, I'm not even focus firing things. I can focus fire things and kill the threats quicker. See how quickly I killed that Marauder Horseman by just focus firing it? I was just doing the straight up broadsiding, but now this guy can just keep going and you can just turn this off and whatever. And that was with really sloppy micro. This thing has 4,000 value already. And my army was smaller, and if I had just the Dwarf Lord and the hidden in the trees and being Malachi, I could have soloed his entire army with just the bombardment. It automatically bombs under it. It has a Moby Dick harpoon too, which is pretty crazy. So here it comes. Let's see what kind of damage. Oh my god! Did you see that? The harpoon did like half that thing's HP. Oh my god, I did not notice that. Yeah, so this thing is just foul. Look at that, 5,300. Okay, 5,300, whatever. And then we are just gonna shoot this guy. And let's see what kind of work it can get done. Dude, that harpoon literally did half of its health. And just, oh my god, oh my god. So just a casual like 6,000 value there, right? This thing is so busted, dude. It's the most broken thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it's so broken. Oh my god. Look at this thing, dude. And imagine, like, I didn't even target the horseman down. All right, let's do like one more blimp test. So we're going to get Malachi. So let's say you're in land battle, okay? You're on like a quick battle. So we're going to do the Altorf outskirts, all right? Okay, one sec here. Okay, game's lagging. Hopefully it'll get its shit together now. Okay. So we're going to do Altorf outskirts. All we're going to bring is Malachi and the Dread Blimp. My opponent is going to get the same army they just had. And we'll also get like, let's just throw in a Minotaur in there for good measure, okay? All right. So it's time, dude. It's time. Let's load in. Seems, holy shit, the most busted. Yeah, that's definitely the most busted thing I've ever seen. No, dwarves, like, honestly, the dwarves are very fine. And without, oh, why did it do this map? Oh my god, it's a siege? Okay, I have to switch that. The Reckoning is here. But if they made the blimp take more damage, the afterburner is what makes it, yeah, I'll switch it. The afterburner is what makes it very OP. Without the afterburner, if it only had 30 movement speed and it could only be like bumped up a little bit, with how fast it is, it's just like, dude, you can Benny Hill around and just punish. Yeah. I have seen a matchup where the Thunder Barge has lost, but the person who beat it basically skewed only into killing the Thunder Barge, which if you do that and then they don't bring the Thunder Barge, you pretty much auto lose, right? And that's not a very healthy system for that to happen. Lore of Life and Thunder Barge, yeah, if you're playing 2v2, oh my god, you're going to be able to do some nastiness. All right, so let's get out of here and do this. I meant to do Altdorf Outskirts because it has forests. Oh my god, if you don't bring like any anti-air, you like skew against anti-air here. Okay, siege battles, land battle. Here we go. All right. So we will do, yeah, Alpine Ridge is fine. We can test that here. Let me check my army, the Khorne army. So the Khorne player literally has a full army and I have 2 units. Yeah. So what will happen in Degenerate Land Battle is that you're going to see dwarf players not in tournaments, obviously, because there'll be rules, but on Quick Battle, they're going to sit in the bushes with a Slayer army and then just attack you with the Thunder Barge. That's going to be that. Hey, thank you for the donations, guys. Hopefully you're having fun. Thank you, thank you. Dark Age Rush, turn any changes to vampires? I'm not sure. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. You know what? I think like if you just let the Thunder Barge do the damage it does, but change the afterburner so that it takes more damage when it wants to move fast, I think that would be good. Because at 30 speed, it's not overpowered. It can be picked apart, but when it gets going fast is the problem. So you would just see Malachi like cackling in the bushes here, right? Okay, and then we get the Thunder Barge. So if you just get its barge in time, right? We just need to find the Marauder Horsemen and kill them immediately. And when the Marauder Horsemen start to die, so we're going to start focus firing these guys, all right? So yeah, this one is almost dead. So we got one down. All right, let's get the other one while we're at it. There we go. There you go, little buddy. We're going to fly over you too while we're at it. Okay, well, another one dead. Yeah, like what can Chaos do against this? Nothing. Maybe if you have a flying demon or something. Okay, all those are dead. So we've successfully killed, and I'm not even using the afterburner, okay, guys? And look, it's just randomly killing shit underneath it too. Okay. And that's like, Chaos can only bring 4 Marauder Horsemen. They can only bring 4, okay? So what are they going to do? Nothing. Like, even Bloodthirsters cannot kill this thing because it can run faster and kite them and shoot them. It's hilarious. All right, so at this point, it's basically just over, right? The Thunder Barge has already gotten 4,000 value. I haven't even had to use the Thunderburner. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it needs more nerfs. I was like, maybe without the Thunderburner, it won't be so bad. But here's the thing, guys. You have a crew of Thunders, so it's like a war wagon shooting, and it's a lot. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 12 Thunderers shooting with broadside cannons and automatic bombards. Okay. Oh my god, this is so OP, dude. And then let's get the Moby Dick harpoon on this guy and see if we can get him here. Oh god. And now we can use the Thunderburner just to flex on them, flex on these plebes. Skill issue on Khorne side, dude. Even a player couldn't do anything against that. You can't dodge its shit. Look at this. It's just a meme, dude. It's such filth, bro. Look at its value. It's 6,600 value. It basically has infinite ammo. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that. It straight up can't run out of ammo. But even if it did, the dwarves can replenish its ammo. Okay. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the glory of the... so anybody who says that thing isn't OP doesn't know what they're talking about. Because it's OP. Which, in campaign, who cares? Let people have fun in campaign. But for multiplayer, it definitely needs some looking at, you know. Yeah, it needs a lot of changes for multiplayer. It does. All right, so next up, other stuff to test on the dwarves. We're going to show you the spin to win attack on Garagrim, and we're going to show it to you on the... let's do Crossroads. All right. Crossroads. Multiplayer, yes. So let's find a faction we can test against here. So we're going to go ahead and... Khorne has been embarrassed enough today. Let's go ahead and find somebody else to test against here. So we're going to go ahead and do some Norskins, some Ungabunga. We're going to get some Marauder Champions. And apologies if the testing's a little bit haggard. I don't have anybody to test with, so I have to use against the AI. All right, so we're going to get some Doomseekers here too. And let's get another Marauder Champion here so you can see the capabilities of Doomseekers of like mowing things down. And we're going to test the spinning attack right now. So that's going to be this test right here. The person who bounced that needs to be arrested. Yeah. The Dwarf Zeppelin, yeah, it needs more buffs. It's a lore-accurate Thunder Barge. The Thunderbarge is better than the Landship. The Landship is actually very good for the Empire. The Landship is like a fair and balanced version, or more fair and balanced than the Thunderbarge, because it's on the ground. It can be interacted with better by anti-large things on the ground. So yeah, there's a bit going on there. All right, it's time for spin to win. So we're going to send in Garagrim first and let him spin to win on these guys. Yeah. It's also super... Yeah, in campaign, it's problematic, too. If an AI dwarf army gets that, yeah, you're going to get wrecked. Well, in campaign, you have your own overpowered stuff to deal with it. This is what the world felt like facing the 1992 NBA Dream Team, dude. That's so random. Do those Demon Slayers beat Chosen? These are Doom Seekers. So yeah, I don't know. We could test that. We'll test that. They're fighting Marauder champs, which they obviously should beat, but I want to see the degree by which they beat them. All right, so let's move you guys up. Do this. Great. Let's party. I should set the AI to be the ones attacking here, but we'll walk these guys so they don't lose vigor. Honestly, that thing, you saw how much value it got. Yeah. You saw how much value it got, right? So these guys need 90 seconds to charge up their spin to win, which honestly, the fight might not go that long, so we might need to change up the testing. Yeah, you need 19 Star Dragons to defeat it. It's honestly so quick, too. And when things are chasing it, the Thunderer crew is going to be shooting him. That's like part of what makes it really busted, too. All right, so the Craigslist Kratos. That's really good. All right, so you're going to see Doom Seekers in action. I wish I had somebody to help me chess, but alas, we don't. Garagrim is awesome, though. So he's got the Axis of Karat Kadrin. We'll pop that. And yeah, he'll get in and start doing his spins here in a second. You can see immediately doing big damage. And now we got the Doom Seekers. Marauder Champions are a really good unit. Really, really solid. They are cheaper, though, but look at the DPS. Wow, look at that. They're really cutting through those guys like butter. Garagrim might not make it because he might get beaten down by the Chieftain. He's not the tankiest guy in the world, but he's going to try. So yeah, we might need to do a bigger test because honestly, they just kill the stuff too quickly. But like you see, guys, they still take a lot of damage. Though they kill a Marauder Champion, they still take a bit of damage. And Garagrim, we're going to have to do a better test with because honestly, this character is like, he's not super tanky, so he's going to have some problems here. But you can see the Doom Seekers, at least we got a good test of those. Like they can take on, I don't know if they could beat a Chosen unit. Chosen might be a little bit too much for them, but maybe. Garagrim didn't have a good time there. He got swarmed. He's very squishy. All right, so yeah, the Doom Seekers are awesome, and what's really cool about Doom Seekers is they kill characters very quickly too. So if you can get us around on a character, Doom Seekers can do some nice work. So yeah, they're going to keep grinding, and you can see even with a low model count, they still do very well. And now they have their spinning attack too, which here it is. Ready? It's pretty rad. You can see it's their unit density isn't very good there, so we weren't hitting a lot, but we could pop it again here too. Yeah, pretty funny. We still have the Dwarf Lord in the back too. Yep, fighting down. They're pretty elite. Only a couple models left. But yeah, you more or less get the idea on the Doom Seekers, right? Have you tried using spells and magic such as Howling Warp Gale against it? Yeah, you can. You can. So where can we get a good Garagrim test? Let's get the Skaven. I need to get like a dense mob of infantry if we can. So we're going to get Tretch Craven's Tail, and we're going to get like some Storm Vermin. And let's go ahead and... Oh no, that's the wrong side here. Okay. So Skaven, where is it? Where are the little rat people? They're around here somewhere. I need to get more sleep. Okay, so we're going to get Tretch. We're going to get some Storm Vermin. We can even get some Guando rats and some Storm Vermin. And then for me here, we're going to be on the Dwarves. And we're going to have Garagrim, and we'll get him a unit of like Longbeards just to fight to get his charge. Archer, thanks for becoming a channel member. Watching them Bladestorm takes me back. It's really fun. The Goblin Hewer, we're going to test. We're going to test everything. Doomseekers will not be a meme unit per se, because in Domination, they fill a really nice role of being super fast and having Vanguard deployment and killing power. In Dom, we've had success with them in land battle too. Like, they dominate. If they're facing, like, Marauder Champions are a pretty top-tier unit, and they beat them pretty well. It's you know, they had like 30-40% HP left, which isn't bad. Oh, the Goblin Hewer, I have a battle of that as well. Yeah, I have a battle of them as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine here. We're going to be okay. I think Tretch is enough of a meme that the Goblin Hewer versus Thunderbarge, we could try that. But, like, the Thunderbarge will just kill it before you even get to react, probably. Son of Ungrim! So freaking cool. Alright, let's do this. Let's move up here. We're going to go battle some rats. They have some foul Guandos here. Yes. Does Nurgle get all 5 Tamarcon? You don't get the chieftains in multiplayer, no. You don't. Or use easy mode. Yeah, this will be fine. This will be fine. But yeah, I've used Garagrim in a handful of battles, and he's been very good. Because oftentimes you mix him in the front line, he builds up his charges, then you find an elite unit your opponent has, and he gets in there and just gives them the dirty, which is awesome. So we're going to see if we can get it charged up here today. Honestly, I might need to change the parameters of the test. All right, so let's move in there. Garachad's going to move in. We want him to be like with the infantry, though. All right, let's go Storm Vermin. Yes, yes. All right, so the charge is going down. Yeah, he's not killing him super quick, which is good. Longbeards are taking most of the damage. Outstanding. He's got another 60 seconds here. Tretch is trying, but I don't know if Garagrim could take Tretch. Maybe. Tretch is kind of like, yeah, he's cheesing us here. Look at this guy. All right, so let's get back a little bit. Yeah, I want to use my spin attack, but Tretch is not letting it happen. Okay, great. So now we just need to move into the blob. So we need to get into the most dense part of the formation and use it. And it's really good. All right, so here comes Garachad. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, baby, this is going to be a good one. Ready? Come on. A little bit further, Garagrim. Come on, you can do it. Normally, you could probably pop it here and you'd be all right, but I want to get like as dense into the form. Okay, here we go. Ready? Watch their HP. Oh, yeah, look at him. Oh, look at that one. The Eshin Triad's got mowed. Yeah, yeah. See how good that is? It just like absolutely cleavered through that unit. So you can get good value from that. He's squishy, you know, but his spin to win is pretty good. And it will do that to any infantry unit. If it's against a Chosen, if it's against anything, they're going to lose like pretty much all their HP if they're encircling him. Yeah, it's rad. Okay, so next up, what do we need to test? We need to test the new... You guys have seen the Slayer Pirates. Grudge Rakers are basically the same as Chaos Dwarf Blunderbusses. There's not much to learn right there. Okay. You'll see the Zeppelin against someone powerful, such as shooters with crossbowmen from AP or Wood Elf shooters. Yeah, I mean, it's still... The thing is it's so hard to kill and so cheap. So now we're going to get these, and then we're going to switch the rats in. We want to swap the attackers. There we go. So we're going to have the ogres come in, I think. We can do like an Ogre Kingdom test. So we'll have you and get some ogres. Yeah, looks fine. And cool. So we're just going to test the Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedoes now. Deathmaster Snitch Spin, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like that. How do Toad Dragons fare against Dread Saurians? Toad Dragons lose to Dread Saurians pretty hard because Toad Dragons are anti-infantry monsters and Dread Saurians are generalists. So Toad Dragons are really good at killing infantry, but they're also very clunky and slow. I'm honestly not a huge fan of the Toad Dragon from a competitive perspective. Tamarcon is actually best used on foot. He's best used on foot, yeah. This guy looks like he loses half his health to Empire Swordsman. Well, I've had pretty... I'll show you him in a battle later, like against a good player. He's very good at fulfilling his oath, yeah. No, dwarves don't need to be banned. All you need to do is restrict the Thunder Barge. Like, I'm just going to ban Thunder Barge for my initial tournaments if it doesn't get changed. And then dwarves are totally fine. Their other stuff is fair. Like, I've lost with them. I've won with them. Like, they don't feel OP at all. Dwarves feel really good, and they have a lot of fun units to mess with now. So it's pretty great. It's just the barge. All right, so we're here. These things have deep range now, too. You can see their range is better. And if you put them with, what's his name? Frickin', the brain is fried right now. Okay, let's get that shooting set up here, and you guys can waddle forward and waddle forward. If you put them with Malachi, they get even more range, which is awesome. So we're going to get Trollhammers on each of these, and the range is much better now. It was a lot shorter before. So the stats on Trollhammers for Loopy here, 55 missile strength, anti-large bonus is going to be 20. And yeah, you see they're kind of like Deck Hunter-esque right now, and it's not like... Old Trollhammers were just like nukes at short range, but these ones have longer range, which are awesome, and I think it's a huge buff to dwarves. I like them a lot. Again, they're not going to just like thump an SE down as quickly as they used to. Like usually, you know, before they would just like wreck something, right? But their shooting is good, and it's longer range, so you can see it's able to, you know, work against the ogre units. I love them. I think they're great, and they're still tanky. You know, pretty much everything you hope for here, right? And let's kind of test them out against the big ogre here, the big Chungus, and see what kind of work we can get done. Yeah, still very respectable against like a monstrous hero, right? Yeah, not bad at all. Wow. Very, very good. I like that a lot. Yeah, there you have it. That is the new Iron Drake Trollhammer Torpedo there. Pretty good. Yeah, they're kind of like, I don't know. I feel like you would just bring these instead of Thunders now. But the thing about Thunders is Thunders are 200 gold cheaper, and they're better against infantry. So you're kind of like trading the anti-large, but I don't know. Like dwarves don't really have problems with infantry, but they seem really solid to me. They seem really solid, yeah. All right, so other things to show you. We don't really need to look at Grudge Rakers, guys. They're the exact same as Chowie Blunderbusses. They just hit super freaking hard at close range. So next up, we're going to mess around with some of the gyros, which have been reworked a little bit. And then we're going to close out the dwarf section of this video with the... so we'll get some like Noblars in here. Yeah, it's fine. So this one has Flame Attack and Discourage, which is actually really nice. Yeah, it has the burnt effect. And then the Gyrocopter here, yeah, we're going to kind of see how this plays out. Let's get a faction that's a little bit more normal here. So we'll get some Pestigors, which again, we'll be showing you later. And we can also get like a Minotaur unit just for testing. All right. So let's get 2 of you and 2 of the Steam Cannon. All right, looks fun to me. And again, if you had Malachi, you can heal these, which is really fun. The Goblin Healer is going to be the grand finale to this testing. Ulrika is not going to stay on the Dwarf roster. No, definitely not. Definitely not. That would totally screw up the balance. If the Dwarves got magic, oh my god. If Dwarves got Shadow Magic, Jesus, that would be foul. Every single Dwarf build would bring Ulrika. It would be pretty boring. What do you think about the Shield Wall ability? I believe Shield Wall is only for campaign. And did the Arwar Iron Drakes get changes? I'll take a look. I'll take a look at the Arwar. Yeah, that's a great question. What is the worst unit in the DLC? Ooh, that's really interesting. I'm going to have to think about that. Honestly, there's not, maybe, if I was in a competitive vacuum, I might say the Toad Dragon, like by itself. Tamarcon and the Toad Dragon's different because you can give it ward save. Grudge Rakers are the exact same as Chowie Blunderbusses. I'll show you guys if you want to see. I'll show you guys. All right, so we got the Royal Dowie Air Force. So we're going to go with the Brimstone guns first. We're going to fly up the Brimstone guns. So these are Brimstones. They no longer have anti-large. They seem to be kind of more of a general thing. Let's see what kind of work they get done. And yeah, see, they have like a flamethrower. So it's not very good against armor. See? Oh no, these are Pesties. Okay, so maybe Brimstones just are weird. All right, so those are the Brimstone guns. That's not terrible, but it's certainly not amazing either. Let's see what kind of work we do against the Minotaurs. Okay, so we're shooting against Minos. I guess the thing you bring these for is the discouraging effect, but overall they seem worse than before, for sure. I mean, yeah, and the bombardments, let's see if they have any special bombards of any sort. Let's do this, do that, and do the bombardment here. Yeah, nothing too crazy. So those are Brimstone guns. Okay, so let's fly those to the corner. I think Steam Cannons will probably be the better ones. Yeah, so the Steam Cannons have armor piercing on them. No, Dwarves are going to be great, though. They're solid in multiplayer. Yeah, they're solid. All right, here's the Steam Cannons. So Steam Cannons are shooting. They have AP. Struggling to turn a little bit. Seems like there's some weirdness here with that. Okay. So testing the Steam Cannons out. Doesn't seem to do much damage, honestly. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Yeah, they're a little bit weird, a little underwhelming for sure. And then we have the Gyro Bomber, which I don't think much has changed here. The Gyro Bomber still has its minigun. And then of course we can do the bombardments as we fly over things. Oh, I missed that one. We got to speed that down here. Okay. And these are just regular ones. So let's see if we can park right over these guys. Yeah, it's all right. Honestly, the Pestigors are in a loose formation too, though, so it's not the best test. The Brimstones had to fall so the Thunderbarge could rise. Yeah, it seems so. They're in very loose formations, to be fair. Yeah, so it's not the best test. Let's try it against a tightly packed infantry unit before we really, write it off here. So we're going to go to Skaven. Skaven have very tightly packed formations with their rats. All right, so we can do Lizardmen. Sars are kind of in a weird formation there. So let's get you. Let's do some Storm Vermin, and let's do some Clan Rats. Okay. Yes, there was originally one Gyro Bomber. Now it's like a multi-unit. Yeah, it's different. Yep, we're going to try with tight formations real quick. Here we go, man. Here we go. We will try... I should have just brought the Skyhammer, but yeah. They did change it. Gyro's got like reworked in terms of the numbers that they have. I'm learning a lot of this with you guys. I've only had a handful of games, so I'm testing these units with you for the first time. So my apologies if I can't answer all your questions, but... It's been hard to find people to play with, There's only 3 or 4 people, and yeah, time zones and all that. Okay, so the rats are going to be nice and tightly packed. Yeah, the Brimstone, I wonder about the Brimstone versus Bats or Sky Lantern. Yeah, the Brimstone against like flying harass units, maybe like if they're coming at you with like Fellbats or Furies or something, that could be like an aerial escort unit, right? I'm gonna test that after this actually. All right, so let's go test the Brimstones against like a tightly packed formation. So one here and one here. Okay, so here comes the fire. A little bit better against the Humble Clan Rat. You could see it almost insta-breaks them because of the burnt effect. So I think if you're playing a low leadership faction like Beastmen who's swarming you with crappy units, maybe having a Gyrocopter Brimstone gun, it does suck pretty bad against armor, right? Having a Gyrocopter Brimstone gun to deal with like low leadership flanking units would be very nice. Maybe just one. Maybe you just bring just one of those, right? That's what I'm thinking. All right, so now we're going to shoot the Storm Vermin with the Steam Cannons. Okay, the Steam Cannons, that's not bad. That's respectable. Because this is an armored unit. So this would pretty much do the exact same type of damage against Marauder Champions, against anything of that kind. It seems like they have trouble like tracing once you give them shooting orders. You have to like relocate them. A little bit awkward. See how he's like facing the wrong way and then I have to like click it again. They don't like stick on their target. But yeah, the Steam Cannon seems more viable against like armor. So if you're expecting armor spam, I can see a Steam Cannon being okay. Okay, this is like overall a redemption arc for the Steam Cannon and a little bit of sorrow for the Brimstone. The Brimstone still seems weird. It doesn't seem very good to me, but the Steam Cannon seems nice. Skyhammer does have 4 units now. Okay, interesting. And do the Skaven don't have anything flying. Let's go to Vampire Counts. We can just go to Coast. So let's get Aranessa, let's get some Deckhand mobs here, and some Depth Guard, whatever. And I wanted to test the things against bats, so let's try that out. Gyros do that now too. Yeah, it's a little strange. Brimstone's for you don't want to hurt your opponent. All right, so here we are, baby. We got the Salt Spite. We're going to see how the Brimstones can do against bats. I want to put them in guard mode and see if they can shoot while they're being attacked. That would actually be potentially viable against Vampire Counts. A test against Chosen? Sure, we'll do that next. We'll do that next. Today, I'm just going to chill with you guys all afternoon, and we're just going to test everything. And then I have a couple battles at the end, too. We have a Kislev versus Nurgle, and we have a Dwarves versus Beastmen, which is both are really good games. Really, really cool games that showcase a lot of the new goodies. How well does the Empire do against rush factions like Beastmen? Fine. You have like really nasty stuff now too. You have the Gatling gun steam tank, which is god tier. I love it. It's not OP or anything, but it's very good. All right, so let's get the flamethrowers and go shoot the bats. So let's go see if we can take the bats out with the flamethrowers. So we're gonna do 1-to-1. Let's put them in guard mode and see how they hang. All right, here they are. They're gonna shoot the fell bats. Hopefully they get a volley off before they get charged. Okay. It's a little lackluster. Let's see if they can keep shooting. Are they even able to shoot? Okay, well that power fantasy is basically done for. The Fellbats just dominate them. I thought maybe they would be able to like kind of shoot in melee a little bit, but it doesn't look like it, yeah. Okay, so we have to like resort to the dreaded old school tactics, yeah. And have you shoot here. Okay, so we've almost gotten those guys down. I mean, if you brought enough of an Air Force, you could probably deal with it, but I think like you just bring the Steam variant. Like, why mess with anything else, right? All right, so those Fellbats should crumble down here in a second. Now we're going to do a little Skyhammering. So see how the Skyhammer is a multi-model unit now, right? Yeah, they have a minimum range. I thought they might be able to shoot in melee. It was a fantasy, you know, but... Okay. Okay, the Skyhammer is still really good. Yeah. I mean, those are chaff units more or less, but that's a lot of damage. That's great. So we're going to try and get these guys. And it has the minigun, and you can restock its ammunition and heal them with Malachi, too. Awesome. Awesome. And awesome. Yeah, Skyhammer rocks. Skyhammer rocks still. So you guys can rest assured that thing is great. Okay. So good testing here. What do you think about Malachi? I think he's going to be extremely niche samurai. He's going to be used in artillery trading matchups, and that's about it. Okay, so you guys wanted to test steam cannons against Chosen, so we'll do that. So we're going to get 2 steam cannons against, you know, a Chosen of Nurgle or something, right? Because they're tough. Yeah, we'll do a Chosen of Nurgle. Sure, why not? Get Epidemius in there just for the memes, and we will do a Chosen of Nurgle with a shield. Good. I like how Grand Brindle in chat is like, good Anakin, good. It should be called the Sky Hammers now, correct, yeah. We already showed Slayer Pirates earlier, but I'll test them again for you at the end. There's no patch notes, but I've done a bit of my own patch note analysis. So I am aware of some of the changes that have gone down to other factions. So that will be a separate point in the video, but right now we're still doing our dwarf experimenting. Skolder Guard, yes. Skolder Guard, we'll do them. Yeah, we'll do them. Why can't the Toad Dragon be more like a Thunder Barge? Yeah, it should be. The Toad Dragon is really cool, though. I love it. I think it's going to be one of the weaker units on the DLC, though. It's just slow and clunky, and it doesn't have passive healing, so, you know. Any Kislev nerfs? Yes, there have been some Kislev nerfs. Winged Lancers cost 1,000 more gold. The Kislevite Warriors had a stat decrease. Kossars lost armor piercing on their pistols, so they don't hit as hard with their pistol shooting now. A lot of good changes, actually. Alright, so we got the steam cannons here against the Chosen. So let's see how it goes. Let's follow you guys around and shoot there. Great. Alright, so we got a Chosen unit. That's not bad at all. That's not bad. Like, Chosen are super expensive and very tanky. That is respectable. I don't hate that at all. See, yeah, they're buggy, though. You gotta... hopefully CA fixes that. You gotta, like, reform ranks automatically. That's gonna take a bit of micro if they don't fix that. Yeah, that's great. I'm very happy with that. That's good damage. And they're only 700 gold. Like, 100 more gold. No, 100 more gold. I'm sorry. Yeah, 100. I don't know why. I meant to say they cost 1,000 gold. The brain just kind of slipped up there. All right, so Skilder Guard are over here. They only have 90 range, so it looks like they didn't get reworked. Unless they had around that before. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we can get old the old Demon Slayer up there to go fight. Yeah, that seems good. So it's just the Brimstone guns that suck, really. You could honestly double the damage on a Brimstone gun and it'd probably still be fine. I'm worried about Skarsnik and Azag in the early game because the DLC made dwarves. Yeah, well, you know, it's campaign. Who cares? Campaign, like, if a player is playing something, you can always win, basically. Yeah. Yeah, but Winged Lancers costing 1,000 gold is really good because their glorious charge ability they got is like stupid OP, right? So that's nice. Did they change anything about the Wood Elves? I don't believe so. Wood Elves are looking pretty much the same, but I'll double check. We can look like at the roster together at the end. The Skyhammer was already good before. It's definitely going to be better now. Probably will see a lot of play, especially because you can restock it. Granted, you probably in Dom just unsummon it, but in land battle you can restock the... yeah, we got the Skolder Guard here. I don't think they've had any sort of rework. We're going to go find out. We're going to do a little bit of shooting. Demon Slayer Lord is awesome, though. I like him a lot. I think he'll be very meta, the Demon Slayer. I think he's very good. Oh, Winged Lancers are still good. They're just more fair now. Okay, so it didn't get extra range. Let's see what kind of damage it does. Okay, let's lower their stats. Wow, that's really, really nice, isn't it? 1 melee attack. Okay, that was the first volley. Okay, maybe it did get changed a little bit. Kind of looks like they're shooting. Okay. So you got, oh yeah, that's right. He can summon Exalted Plague Bears. Oh, interesting. So it kind of, look, the Skolder Guard, I don't know if they did this before, but it's shooting behind the unit. So it goes through, and if there was another, it's hitting both of them. It has like a splash profile. That's really interesting. So if there's something behind your target, it's going to be hitting him with collateral damage. Ready? See that back there? It has like a, I don't know if it did that before, because I never used them, but yeah. And now we can use the Slayer's Oath thing when he gets low. Check this out. So he's immune to dying for 30 seconds. Isn't that cool? So he's at 1 HP and he's just like, going Super Saiyan here. Super rad. Okay, I like that. They always did that? It didn't do that before, some people are saying. I'm hearing mixed things. They always did that. Is it penetrating? I'm not sure. Like I said, I didn't play them before, so I don't really know. Okay. So now, the moment you've all been waiting for, we've looked at most of the reworked units, all of them except the dreaded Goblin Hewer, okay? So the Goblin Hewer is probably my favorite addition here. So let's get a Chaos Sword of Nurgle, and we're just gonna bring, like, yeah, we don't want to mess in with our test here. And we're gonna bring the dreaded Toad Dragon, and we can bring some Plague Toads of Nurgle too. Or we could bring some Spawn, why not? Okay, so for me, I just need to get a couple Longbeards to hold it down. And let's get a Master Engineer. By the way, Master Engineers got like a lot of nice abilities too. They got like Artillery Master, Restock, but yeah, we're gonna bring him just to slow things down. Okay. It's time. Let the Goblin Hewer feast. Oh yeah, dude. Why not Kugath? Oh, yeah, you want to test it against Kugath? Well, we'll test it here and then against Kugath as well. What about the engineer on his Robo Horse? Amazing. It's super good. Super good. I think they just missed it. What did they just miss? Did I forget something? Testing Goblin Hero versus something not goblins. Well, it's an anti-large weapon. That's what's like. It's not good against goblins. Kugath would beat a Demon Slayer for sure, but the Demon Slayer would go down like a champ. He would. I want to play Dwarves in Tabletop. I played against them at the tournament. I played in an Old World tourney last weekend. Dwarves, they're definitely very weak, but so are the Empire. So, you know, I definitely will start a Dwarf army someday, though. The Arwar Thunderbait Barge is campaign only. Can you do a Grudge Raker versus Blunderbuss? Yeah, they're pretty much the exact same. I literally tested it last night. They're basically the exact same. So these are the Goblin Hewers. So if like a Dark Rider attacks them, they have a Slayer crew that is respectable and can fight off like a chaff unit. So we got you to slow things down. All right, so here comes the AI. Here comes AI. Do-do-do-do. Here comes AI, and I say it's all right. All right, so let's get you up in front. Let's take you off your shooting to not mess up our test too much. It is bad against goblins. It's an anti-large shooting piece. Of course it's going to be bad against goblins. It's not cost. I mean, it does like, it just like basically launches axes. Let's take them off fire at will. And now they're fast too, though. You can move them up and have them shoot. Okay, so let's move you guys up a little bit. You ready? Here it comes. And we're going to go ahead and use the flash bomb on this guy. Okay, so he's going to get slowed. And here comes, they just start launching axes. Oh god, the Toe Dragon might come. Yeah, see how they're just like chainsawing axes out? It ain't bad, honestly. And here, I find it's better against Monstrous Infantry, but yeah, they're shooting, and the Slayers will pop in and fight if they need to, but you can see, yeah, it's really not terrible. I mean, this Toe Dragon's almost already dead, and if you can slow it down, yeah, see? Here we have the spawn getting wrecked a little bit as well. It's already accrued about 500 value. This guy has accrued 1,500 value already. So yeah, it's good against monsters and stuff at close range, right? Yeah, see, the Toe Dragon's running. I haven't really tested it against infantry, so let's try that out. Let's have it. Okay, they're out of ammo, so when they run out of ammo, you just get like a small Slayer unit, which is cool. Okay. Oh, Goblin Hewer. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe it's not bad against infantry. What? You get a Slayer unit when it runs out of ammo too, right? Like, see, I just got Slayers now. Oh, okay. We need to test that against infantry, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Some of the people I was playing early access battles with, not going to call anyone out, but they were saying it sucked, and I was like, no, it doesn't. It's pretty good in some situations. So, holy shit, is this some forbidden tech? So let's get some like big Chosen of Nurgle. Let's get some like tanky boys in there and see how well it does. Yeah, I guess maybe it is good against infantry. I hadn't seen it do that well before, but in the games I played with it in multiplayer, it got killed pretty quickly after it took down a big monster because they realized it was a threat, so I didn't get a chance. Thorgrim is still sad. Yeah, Thorgrim he's okay. Is it better against infantry or SEMs? Clearly SEMs. Like, you saw how quickly it killed the Toe Dragon. It was very fast. Okay, we'll test it against goblins. We will, but firstly, let's get the Chosen taken care of here. The melee profile, it's the same as the anti-large Slayers. So basic 800 or 900 gold Slayers, it's the same. Chosen of Slaanesh, yeah, here we go. We got the Nurgle Chaos Sword, looks so freaking cool. Did you see where, No, I didn't, Richard, that's fun. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if you played. All right. So we're gonna like test how well it works like in the vacuum here. Like if they're just like in the front line fighting. It's really quick too, by the way. It has 40 movement speed, so it can reposition very quick. But they just have the same stats as old school Slayers, so. How much is it? It's 1,000 gold. Goblin Hewers are not the cheapest. And they're very vulnerable to shooting. If somebody comes in with like bows, they can kill it very quickly. So it's very niche, but I think it could be quite strong. Okay, so let's test this out. So we're going to do Goblin Hewers against the Chosen here. So let's do this. Okay, let's go. We might need to like move up so we don't like obstruct our line of sight. Okay, should be in range now. Okay, so here comes the volleys. It's just launching, throwing axes. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, no, okay, that's pretty good, actually. And does it shoot at them when they're in combat is the question. Is that like going to be effective against that? It kind of looks like, oh, wow, it has really good line of sight. Oh, a little bit of friendly firing though. No, that's probably just the Chaos Lord. Okay, this thing does shoot in combat. So it can shoot things that are in combat. And then you just get a Slayer unit. And you're just like, how many Slayers did we get? 40 Slayers. Honestly, guys, you're getting 40 Slayers on top of that. That's like not a bad deal. How much value did it get? 1,300 value on that one. Okay, I think I like the Goblin Hewer. And if you bring a master or an engineer with restock, you can refill its ammo, which is one of its only weak points. Yeah, so like I can see this being kind of meta. You have like cheap, crappy frontliners, and then you just Goblin Hewer down the things that are attacking you. Yeah, that's really fun. All right. Did you guys really want to see it against goblins? Okay, I guess we'll do that. I guess the goblins must pay the price for being goblins. So let's get a Night Goblin War Boss, and let's just get some... Here we go. We'll get the absolute shittiest goblins you can find. And we will Goblin Hewer them. Is it better against infantry or SE? It's probably still more effective against SE. Like, I had them against a Minotaur unit, like, bring them down to, like, 20 or 30%. Short, powerful infantry that gives extra Slayer unit. It's cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not worth it against goblins. Because they're so dirt cheap and the ammunition is really expensive on the Hewer. You only have a couple volleys. It's very low ammo. Yeah, Dwarves definitely going to be fun this batch. I'm really excited to see them in play. I'm most excited for Empire, though. But is Thoric still the best Dwarf Lord? I like the Demon Slayer a lot. I really like him. I also like... Malachi, I'm slightly disappointed in some matchups, but in the matchups that he's good in, he's very good. Yeah, Grombrindle still has a slow, which is good. I don't know. It's too early to make any like meta, decisions or whatever, and say like, yeah, this is obviously the best, whatever. All right. So you guys want to see a little bit of this, a little razzle dazzle? Okay, so let's take Fire at Will. We're going to shoot one of them just like right over the front to the goblins, and the other one's going to flank. We're going to try like flanking with it. The flame cannon doesn't seem very good to me. I played a game with it. It was pretty haggard. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna no, dwarves aren't gonna need to be banned. Unless you let the Thunder Barge be played, and then yes, they probably would. Alright, so it's Goblin Hewering time, so we're gonna go ahead and do a little flankaroo here. Okay, so let's shoot. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, it does about the same amount of damage it did to Chosen. So now we're going to hew these guys down the side. All right, here it comes. I mean, look, of course it's going to obliterate a goblin unit. It's definitely not worth it. But yeah, you guys get the idea. We don't need to sit through that whole test. Do goblins refill ammo by eating goblins? Probably, yeah. Okay. Flanking dwarf artillery. Okay, so we've looked at pretty much all the dwarf stuff. I mean, if you want to see the Grudge Rakers, it's the exact same as Chowie blunderbusses. They just do a ton of damage against big things, right? So if we were to get the greenskins here, do an Orc War boss on foot, we can get a freaking Rogue Idol or something, so you can see it'll dunk on the Rogue Idol pretty quickly. Yeah, but I guess we might as well do our due diligence and show you guys what's up with this. But in situation we should use this instead of normal artillery, I would not hate using that against like a monster's infantry rush. Like if you're expecting ogres or minotaurs or croxagores, maybe not against lizards because they could probably shoot the crew with like their javelins and stuff. But yeah, I would bring it against like a minotaur monstrous rush because it's more dynamic. It can reposition and it can also defend itself. So if monstrous infantry attack the goblin hewer, it has anti-large slayers to defend it. So I think arguably that's better than cannons against like beastmen. Beastmen are really good at shutting down artillery, right? Trollhammers versus elite infantry. Sure, we can do that. Smaller testing map. It's working. Ulrika is not going to be on the dwarves. No. Yeah, there were some changes for Khorne. Thunderers. All right, so let's get this. Oh shit. Okay. The dwarf lord's going to go take one for the team. All right. So let's get him coming here, looking good. The dwarf Chad, here he comes. Okay, we can just move up to speed this up a little bit. There you go. So these are just Chaos Dwarf Blunderbusses. They do a shit ton of damage at close range. Is basically what you're gonna get. Oh, he just fell over. It's gonna affect the hitbox. So yeah, you can see basically the exact same thing a Chaos Dwarf Blunderbuss would do. And another volley here. Yep. They melt it pretty good. Old Deadeye will get him. And then you can shoot this guy down too, so we could run away. Yeah, it's fat damage though. It's basically what Chaos Dwarf Blunderbusses would do. Yeah, it's very strong. So you want to test the Trollhammer Torpedoes against Elite Infantry. That'll be the last test we're going to do for Dwarves though, and then we're going to move on, because as fun as this is, I do want to get to everything here today. All right. We can test them against Black Orcs. Sure, why not? It's fine. Miners blasting charges and the Hewer Slayer mobs. Yeah, it's some nastiness. The Dwarf Blunderbus's Chaos Dowie would do something very similar. I tested it last night, and I couldn't tell which one had the edge. It was kind of hard without a player helping me, but it seemed pretty similar. Did they have reload animations? I didn't check. Imagine flanking your crew of artillery to see Slayers turn around and face you. I know, it's pretty fun. Why bring Goblin Hewer if the Grudge Rakers have much more ammo? So the guns often require more line of sight positioning, you know? So it's a different thing, but I see what you're saying. Like, arguably bringing the Grudge Rakers could be stronger, but the Goblin Hewers have a better arc of fire. They can like shoot over things better and have less line of sight problems, so yeah. All right, let's test this out. So they're obviously an anti-large unit on paper, but we want to see what kind of work they can do against the Black Orcs here. Here they go. Probably be decent, honestly. I mean, they still have good AP and whatnot. Yeah, it's not bad. Definitely not their purpose. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I'll get one more volley off. All right, so you guys see the damage there. It's not bad. Not bad. Boarboy Biggins got a cost increase, that's it. And Squig Herds too. They both got 50 gold. Yeah, we'll see. Pretty moderate changes, but I don't think any of the other Dwarf Lords got like substantial changes. Maybe they did, but you know, it is what it is. All right, baby. It's go time. Let's talk about Nurgle. Let's talk about the Plague Father. It's going to be really fun. This is a build I had. All right, so we got... let's go through the Lords first, okay? So you have Epidemius. He has the Tally of Pestilence. So nearby demon units are going to be getting physical resist and melee attack based on deaths nearby. So where this is good is if you're... This is probably better in land battle if you have like a blob or a box. Not a box per se, but a blob. Let's say you have a Soul Grinder in the middle and a bunch of Exalted Plague Bearers. Epidemius can give your Exalted Plague Bearers a disgusting amount of Fizz Res, because they already have 20%, so they can go up to 35% Fizz Res. But it's only for demons, just like it is in tabletop as well, okay? He's got the Epidemic Outburst. This is okay. It slows nearby units and knocks them back, so it's not bad. You know, it's an AoE slow and knocks things down. It's much like Breminous Valor, but it has the Contagious Lethargy on it as well. He's got the Tallyman's Blades. This is one of his best abilities. He can summon a 1,300 gold unit, so... This is really nice. Let's say your battle lines are getting attacked by a big monster. You can summon a unit of Exalted Plague Bearers and throw the Holy Hand Grenades like immediately. Okay? So 40%, yeah. Yeah, 40% Fizz Res is what you can get on your demons, which is really strong. And yeah, being able to call in an Exalted Plague Bearer unit is very, very good. And then he's got Sands of Sickness. So he can buff nearby allies with melee damage reflection, which is okay, and debuff enemy speed and melee defense. It's a spreading disease. He'll be interesting. I don't know how meta he'll be or anything, but in some matchups where Plague Bearers are good, maybe you'll see him. He's not a caster, no. He's like a support character. Next up, we have the Chaos Lord of Nurgle. So he has the Rot Beast mount. It does not give regeneration. I know some people asked about that, but he does not get it. But yeah, he's got the Rot Beast, which is basically a stronger horse. You can see it buffs up the stats a bit, right? He loses a little bit of speed and armor, but he gets a lot of stat buffs in terms of melee attack. His weapon strength goes up by 50. So the Rot Beast is a pretty cool choice, honestly. I think they're very nice. He's got Paragon of Decay and AoE debuff, Acid Ichor, Damage Reflection, Rot or Die. Much like Tzeentch's Changer Die, it gives leadership and melee damage reflection, and it also spreads amongst your allied units like a plague. He's got the Icon of Eternal Virulence, which is an AoE debuff, which is quite good, and the Father of Blades. So nearby enemies are going to be losing melee attack when he activates this, and he gains weapon strength. So he's okay. I honestly think he's... the Rot Beast does not give regen, if I'm not mistaken, unless I missed it here. Nope, it doesn't. The rot beast that has regen is the Kha'Zix the Befouled. The Nurgle hero character does have regen. Yeah, and he's got AP on the rot beast too. So if you're looking for armor piercing, you know, whatever, you're in the right spot. He also has it on foot though, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. No, he doesn't. Okay, which is weird. That's like Nurgle's whole thing. Yeah, you go rot beast for armor piercing though. It's pretty great. All right, now we got Tammy. Tammy is great. I like Tamarcon a lot. So you have the Rotting Host, which is really strong. Leadership debuffs and an aura are always very good. -4. He's got Nurgle's Favored Son, which gives him ward save and melee defense. And on Rot Knights do have regen. Yeah, they're good, but they're very expensive. They're very expensive. And don't worry, we'll do all the testing on those bad boys today. He's got the Black Cleaver, which I think is his best item. This is a AoE buff. It buffs him and all his nearby allies and gives a lot of stats. It's really, really good. Tammy does also have his Toe Dragon, which again, puts him on a big Toe Dragon, makes him more of an anti-infantry, big target. Huge HP though. Not quite Dread Saurian ROR territory, I don't think, but pretty damn close. Now, Tamarcon's special abilities, he does have the Feast of the Maggot Lord. This ability is really funky. So when he dies, he cannot die for a period of 28 seconds. He starts healing a little bit, and then he also does damage to nearby enemy lords. So a lord or hero. And this is representative of Tamarcon's Parasite escaping him as he dies and then trying to infest the enemy character, which is really flavorful. So you can see it coming. There's like a big kind of animation thing, so you can dodge it. But yeah, Tammy's, if you don't dodge it, this will destroy your hero. You're going to have a really bad time. It hits really hard. It's very flavorful and very fun. Aside from that, he's got missile resist, and that's basically what Tammy does. The rest of the Nurgle characters are just kind of OGs. We now have the Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle. So by the way, while we're here, he doesn't heal cap himself. You'll see. It doesn't work quite like that. I think the tooltip is bugged. I'll show you. It does not healing cap him. We're gonna test it right here. I'm gonna show you. No, I'm pretty sure the tooltip is bugged. Yeah. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Tamarcon versus Kolek. Yeah. If you dodge it, does Tammy still get the regen? We're going to find out. Maybe that's why it didn't heal as much as I thought it did. Maybe they need to be in range. Yeah, so looking at the feast. Okay, so I think it only heals him if the Lord is nearby. So if you run away from him, and it's a very short range, I think. No, it's actually pretty good at range 100 meters. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to test that out. And he's unbreakable on top of that. Amazing. So we got the Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle. Oh, and by the way, Warriors of Chaos fans, prepare to have the fully erect Kolek. This is a build I played with the other night. So you can bring a Nurgle character and heal Kolek. Everyone's power fantasy has come to life. You could also do like Archaon if you want to, and just bring like Just Spirit Leech, for example, and like make him a combat character. You can do that. So Archaon can get heals. It's going to be awesome. Warriors of Chaos also got access to Rot Knights, and they got the Bile Trolls for Nurgle too. So they definitely scored. Warriors of Chaos are always like getting the scraps. It's fun. So next up, we have the Exalted Heroes. They got reworked a tiny bit in the sense that they have a Rot Beast mount now. So the replay I'll show you later has the Rot Beast is there. So you have that. It's really good. Really, really good. It's a great mount. Super solid. Next up, we have Kha'Zix the Befouled. He's great. I like him a lot. He can remove charge defense from large on a unit. So if you have him riding with a unit of Chaos Knights, he can get rid of the charge defense on a unit if you charge him in first. It's really cool. You got Corrupted Flesh, which means when he's above 75%, he gets ward save, Deadly Onslaught, and Sword of Filth, and he regenerates. You cannot bring him on anything except his mount. He cannot be on foot. He has to be on his Rot Beast. And somebody wanted to see the items on the Sorcerer, so we'll do that. My apologies. He's got a Missile Resist item and a Spell Resist item that makes something immune to contact effects. Honestly, not that good. You probably just bring the Festering Shroud, if anything. So, all right. So we are going to go over to the infantry now. So we have Pestigors, Plague Ogres, and Plague Ogres with great weapons. No other RORs here, if I'm not mistaken. Kha'Zix, does he remove charge reflection? Let's see. So it is the Befouled charge. He removes charge defense first large, not reflection though. All right, so we got the Plague Ogres with great weapons. Nurgle's issue with large units is not going to be as bad anymore. Now you have a Ogre unit, essentially a Man-Eater with great weapons that has poison. Yeah, and they got Mark of Nurgle, so they're a little bit tankier and slower as well. So they're great. And then you have the basic Plague Ogres, which are an anti-infantry variant. Yeah. You get the old Plague Ogres with one being anti-large, with poison attacks, and one being anti-infantry. Pestigors are really good. I mean, they're cheap. They have a really high HP pool at 10,500. Armor piercing, not the best stats and low armor, so they will get, you know, they will take a beating, but they have Vanguard deployment, they're quick, and they have Tears of Nurgle. So when a unit routes near them, they spread a plague around other units, which slows their speed and punishes their vigor as well. Yeah, so pretty radical. I think Pestigors are great. They're not like Zangors, like OP, but yeah, they're good at what they do. Next up, we have the Rot Knights. Rot Knights are probably my favorite unit. They're really expensive though and super elite. Looking at Chaos Knights though, Chaos Knights have much higher armor and more HP, but the Rot Knights are more of a specialist. They're anti-large, armor piercing, and they regenerate as well, and they have poison attack. So if you're playing against like Kislev, against Empire, against somebody who's going to be rocking maybe some heavy cavalry, then a Rot Knight is a good choice. And they passively heal, which honestly is really nice. But Chaos Knights are still, like, a Chaos Knight with sword and board is going to be exponentially better at killing infantry, right? Because you get 60 Chaos Knight models, which honestly don't hit that much softer than a Rot Knight, and they have, you know, better sustained combat defense at 57 MD, so they have a nice niche. Sorry to ask again, does Feast of the Maggot Lord impact multiple heroes? We're going to find out. We're going to test it. Yeah. We are going to test it. Okay, so other Nurgle units, Bile Trolls. I like Bile Trolls. They kind of remind me of the Norskin Frost Trolls. They have a nice aura called Corrosive Bile, so they lower melee defense of nearby enemies. And yeah, they're just trolls that lower MD. Not much to say about them. I think they're cool. I think there's going to be matchups where you use them. And yeah, pretty neat, man. We got the Toad Dragon. Toad Dragon is just a big, scary monster. It's 60 speed. It's a little bit clunky, but has a huge HP pool. Has scaly skin, which gives it some missile resist of 25%. And last but not least, it has a breath attack called Unspeakable Foulness, which is, you know, lowers vigor and melee attack and reload skill. It's okay. It's kind of a clunky breath attack, honestly. But yeah, the Toad Dragon's fun, and we'll test him out this game. Don't you worry. Now, this is probably my favorite one, is the Soul Grinder. The Soul Grinder, ROR, the Noxbringer, it has an ability called Cloud of Erosion. So when it shoots you, it takes away your ammunition. It's hilarious. So if you're bombarding like Marauder Horsemen, it's going to drain their ammo. It's great. So you got Homeboy there with the Cloud of Erosion. Next, we have the Angels of Decay, which are the ROR Plague Drones. They have Cloud of Flies for MD, and I honestly don't know what else they do. I think they're just like better. So a special range weapon, and comparing them to the regular one, let's see. So they have 5 more ammunition. They hit way harder. They have plus 50 missile strength. So they're basically just a better version. I don't think there's any like unique abilities, but they're just like a straight up better version that hits harder. So yeah, pretty cool. Looking around here at Old Nurgle, that is all the units. This is extended roster, so that's all campaign stuff. First thing first, we've looked at Epidemius. We don't really need to jump in and look at him really, but he basically just buffs demons. We want to look at Tammy though, so we're going to get Tammy on foot. And we are going to get a hero squad. So we're going to get Grimgor, and we're going to get 2 Orc war bosses to kill Tamarkon. And then we're going to see how the Feast of the Maggot Lord actually procs. Yeah. All right, let's go, baby. Sunshine, don't worry too much. The ammunition draining is not as like Cathay can just shoot that thing with a cannon, and you'll be fine. It's still good though. I haven't had it like win any games where it's like, oh my god, I won because I drained their ammo, but it's still nice. Oh, the ROR Rot Knight. My apologies. We did miss that one. We'll have to get back to that. Yeah, we'll go to the ROR Rot Knight after this. Just please remind me. There's a lot. My brain's trying to get through everything here, so if you could just give me a reminder when we get there, that'd be great. Thoughts on the Raid Army ability changes? I haven't really looked into that yet. Plague Drone's ROR has grape shot ammo, does it? Okay. Thank you, Merrick. Appreciate that. Dziękuję. All right, so we're going to do Tammy. Obviously, Tamarkon would lose this fight horribly, right? One-on-one. He's an anti-large fighter, too, on foot. He's a halberd character, but I want to see what the Feast of the Maggot Lord does and how brutal it is. It's a very niche application, you know, but it could win you games in the clutch at times. So Tammy's got 45 movement speed, and he's unbreakable. Grimgor probably beats him in a straight fight. Grimgor is not that much like weaker than him in terms of HP. We're going to use the Black Cleaver. Oh, let's go, Tamarkon. Bonk him. Oh, he missed. Okay. Shame. We'll do Nurgle's favored son. So, yeah, obviously, Tamarkon's going to get beaten down here, but we're going to see. Hopefully, he doesn't just end the battle when it procs. We might need to bring another unit. Okay, so Tamarkon's being circle beaten by these guys. Okay, so let's see when Feast of the Maggot Lord props. He's at 1,300, 900 HP here. Okay, he's at 390 HP. Now it is procced. Okay. Is he draining? Okay, that's it. I think that's it. So you see, it did like maybe 1,000 HP to Grimgore. It's for all of you guys who are like, it's going to heal him to healing cap. It doesn't quite work like that. But it does. It keeps him from dying for like 10 seconds or 6 seconds, I think, and then drains people down. Let's try that again. Let's get him on the Toad Dragon here, and we'll see. I don't know if it makes any difference there. It looks like it only test that again against. Let's test it against Khorne. I want to see it against a big guy so we can see the HP, and we'll actually watch closer this time. So let's get Marlin, Scarbrando, and we'll get some Exalted Heroes of Khorne too. All right. Yeah, it does good damage. Like, I had a game versus Scarbrand the other night where it really did a lot of damage against him. Yeah, the description seems off. I agree. All right, so we're going to get him on his Toad Dragon here. Obviously, Scarbrand will kick his butt. You know, Tamarkon is anti-infantry when he's on his Toad Dragon, so... He was likely killed while healing? I don't know. The effect stopped Yumai's. It just straight up stopped. So you can look in the tooltip in the top left and see when it's active. It just stopped, and then he died after that. But it did heal him a little bit. We'll do some slow-mo and check. Mindless Fury. Beyond Boundless Ferocity. Khorne. He can't die if the buff is active, correct. And it does heal him a little bit, but it's not like a healing cap type thing. Yeah, I had a battle where it did a shit ton of damage too. That one seemed weird, like it didn't quite go off correctly, so we're going to test this out. Alright, so here comes the Toad Dragon. He'll put up a good fight though. Tamarkon on his Toad Dragon can go fisticuffs with Scarbrand. Like, with all his abilities popped right now, like Nurgle's favorite son, but eventually Scarbrand will outduel him because that's Scarbrand's thing. But yeah, now it's going to get a little bit messy here. Oh man, Tammy's doing pretty good actually. He's holding his own, but yeah, Scarbrand is a better duelist. Okay, so we're getting there. The rampage is on, yeah. All right, Tammy's going to proc here in a second. All right, Tammy, go complain to the manager. 400 HP. So 5,200. He bonks him. It has not procced yet. And I want to see which character it's going to target. So when it procs, okay. Yeah, see, that's doing big damage now. See? Yeah, that actually did a lot of damage to Scarbrand. But the healing doesn't seem there. It did do a lot of damage to Scarbrand. It did several thousand HP. No. Alright, so yeah, sorry, we were going to look at the Rot Knight ROR. He has the Blessing of the Fly Lord, so he gets ward save until his leadership gets broken. It's like the Blessing of the Lady, but when he gets broken, he loses ward save. So it's pretty good, but he's 2,400, guys. You're essentially paying 600 gold for slightly better stats and word save. Yeah. Oh, the flaming attacks. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we need to test this against something proper then. Okay. So let's do one more test here. So we'll get Torox, and we're going to go ahead and get some Gorgons to give him the dirty here. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, the flaming attacks. All right. Yeah, let's test this one more time. Sorry, guys. I'm being a potato here today. All right, Beastman. Let's get Torox and a couple Gorgons. And then we want to get Tammy on his dragon. We could also test the breath attack while we're here. So let's get some Bestigorge or something and breath him. He was healing, but the health was just getting beaten out of him. Yeah, I guess so. Does Torox have flame attack? Oh my god, does Torox have flame attacks? Really? He does? Oh man. You see, that's the thing. You never use Torox. All right, Khazrak it is. The one eye's coming back, baby. Don't forget. I haven't seen Torox in a multiplayer game in probably like a year. If not longer. Maybe like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, we'll switch it. It's fine. We'll switch it off. Sorry, Torox. You have to remain on the shelf. Nobody wants to play with you. I always felt like Torox is a little bit underrated. Like, he's a pretty good fighter. You know, he can get in there and go. The dreaded Nurgle Bink thing. Why are Goreherd 700? I don't know. Let's take a look. Were Goreherds... I'm pretty sure they were always around that range, weren't they? The one situation you'd use Khazrak. Yeah, he's got the attacks. Okay. All right. Come on, Khazrak. Let's get it. All right, so let's get Khazrak the One Eye, baby. Yeah, it's go time. Yeah, is it just me or did Gores get a cost increase? I could have sworn they were 650 before. Maybe they did. Torox is good. Yeah, he's probably better in land battle, I would imagine, Loopy. Yeah. I would imagine so. In Dom, you usually see the wizard characters. You'll see like you'll see a Malagor or Great Bray Shaman. Traderkin is just so cheesy that often the battles are kind of centered around that. Yeah, they might have had a rework out of region. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Kolek. Oh yeah, dude. Kolek with Nurgle Sorcerer is the power fantasy. No, the feast isn't useless. It's still... I think it might be bugged though. It must be. I'll report it. You know, that's why it's good we're going through all this today together, because we got to report these things. Top 10 cow of all time. They might have given Goreherds like a damage buff though, as well. Like I didn't look at the other changes. In before Khazrak does fire damage. I know, that'd be really funny. So we're gonna get the breath attack off in the besties first. Hopefully we can reach it. I think the Gorgons are gonna get on him before he can do the breath attack. It's fine though. Oh no, he's gonna get it. There you go. Oh no, never mind. Okay, well, another life. We'll test that with the solo Toad Dragon. All right, Tammy, let's see what you got. So I'm gonna attack the monsters to try and keep Khazrak healthy, because I want to see what kind of raw damage it does against your boy. Okay, so he's almost dead. Takes a long time to kill him. He's certainly a very good tank. Okay, so he's healing. He healed. Okay, he healed 1,000 HP, 1,600 HP. He's healed over 2,000 HP, and look at that. Okay. So Khazrak lost half his health, and Tamarkon healed 2,000 HP. Okay. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. So Tammy drained a lot, and he healed over 2,000 HP. And Khazrak lost about, you know, Khazrak lost about 2,600 HP as well. Yeah, that's really not terrible there. It just seems like I think we didn't quite notice it as much because he was losing health and the burning damage. I think the fire damage screwed up his healing. So, yeah. But yeah, Tammy's great. I think on foot he's going to be more meta for sure. All right, so other things we wanted to test here. So we can get Tammy, and the Plague Ogres, it's basically just man-eaters, right? I have a replay with them later, but let's show you guys the Rot Knights. So we're going to do Rot Knights versus... let's go ahead and find some heavy cav on other factions here. So we can get... let's get the Chaos Lord on the Rot Beast. And we are going to do... We want to test them against like anti-large cavalry. So let's test them against Skull Crushers of Khorne. Although Skull Crushers, do they do fire damage? I don't think so. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to put you on foot, and I'm going to have my Chaos Lord go beat down that character while we try and test this out. Grail Knights will defeat Rot Knights, but Skull Crushers is a bit of an interesting test here. Yeah. Grail Knights will 100% win, I think. If they get the charge, it depends. Demogryph Knights are mostly the same, but they're a niche unit, you know. The Empire shouldn't have the best like cavalry, you know, but their demis are still very formidable. Dude, I love Theodore Bruckner, and he's so awesome. Yeah, because Theodore Bruckner has a leadership debuff aura. So you mix him with Boris Todbringer, and you can get like almost negative 20 leadership on things. It's a really, really cool combo. I'll show you guys when we get to it. All right, so we got these Rot Knights here, which are great. Duvers Bears. I'm probably just going to do one test of these guys because I don't have anybody to help me, so it's really janky. Yeah, it's real janky-like. Okay, here we go, baby. I don't know if Skull Crushers got buffed. Maybe they did. CA hasn't given us patch notes, so it's all guesswork. Okay. Dude, Rot Knights are so sick. Look at these guys. I don't know if you guys have seen them up close. I put up a battle with them already, I think. Oh, they're so cool. Are they faster, Skull Crushers, or 62 speed? These things are 75, so Nurgle gets to celebrate as they're finally faster than somebody. They're so cool. So these guys are way tankier and have shields. The regeneration might be the difference maker. I'm trying not to like screw it up. It's so hard to test with AI. Okay, that looks like a pretty good engagement there and a good engagement there. Great. Honestly, the armor difference, yeah. Oh, don't screw up our test, dude. Come on, come duel me. Okay, at least we're getting one good test here. There we go. All right. Great, so they're fighting. Skull Crushers. This Skull Crusher is getting its ass beat pretty hard. But this one is a little closer. The regeneration might pull it out. And also remember, guys, Nurgle has healing. Khorne doesn't, so I could be dropping like fleshies on these guys and things like that. Oh, currently these guys, okay, they're slightly debuffed here by the icon. Okay, so there was a little bit of cheating in this test, but it was only towards the end. Yeah, because the Chaos Lord's aura is affecting this duel here. On this side, how does it look? Yeah, I think the Rot Knights maybe pull it out because of the passive healing. No, they lost that one. And this one they won pretty decisively. I don't know how impactful that... Yeah, the aura was like partially involved, so it seems like it's a bit of a toss-up. It depends on the charge. But the Khorne Knights put up a good fight, honestly. But the problem is, like, these guys can just heal. You can disengage, you can heal, you can use Fleshy Abundances, so I just think the Rot Knights are going to be better. Yeah. Yeah. They're pretty, honestly, even. But I still think the advantage would go to Nurgle simply because... Although Rot Knights are more expensive. They are more expensive. 1,800, okay. And maybe if Khorne had, like, a melee attack buff in there, too, that could help. Yeah. Pretty cool, man. All right. So it's Rot Knights. Rot Knights healing has won me so many games, though. It's really nice. All right, so we've looked at the ogres are just literally just basic ogres. We can show you guys some of those guys in action if you want to see. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? And then we can get some like we can get some black orcs in there just for fun and have them duke it out. Can we see the Arwar Plague Drones? Yeah, we'll do that towards the end. Right, and it's heal, got magic in the roster. Faster, 100 gold more, it seems like, for Khorne as usual, yeah. Yeah, they're fast. The Rot Knights are quick. Well, the Rot Beasts aren't slow. They're speedy little guys. Sorry for the repeat question. Does the Sorcerer, Lord, and Hero get Rot Beasts? Yeah, the Rot Beasts are on the entire Nurgle roster. Yeah. So you get them all. It's pretty damn good. Ogres, my lord. Yeah, they're like, if you've played Ogre Kingdoms, they're basically just man-eaters with great weapons. Or man-eaters with dual weapons, right? Like the anti-infantry version, and then there's one that's designed against large. So, yeah, they're great, though. I mean, I think like Nurgle has anti-large now. They can use the Rot Knights, or they can use those. Tamarkon on foot is anti-large. Like, I played a game against a giant the other night, and he was able to take down a giant. Tamarkon soloed a giant. So that's, like, huge, because Nurgle didn't really have effective tools outside of Marauder Horsemen for that before, right? This guy's so cool. Look at him. Rot or die. Nurgle has a lot of, like, neat debuffs, too. Like the spreading ones. Yeah, this is really cool. See, he's, like, riding the Rot Beast now. Pretty mobile little assassin character here. The Nurgle Ogres are a little bit slower, though. These ones have 42 speed, so they're not quite as quick. I don't know what they'll do here. Let's see. Oh, big charge. Yeah, Black Orcs are pretty resilient, but honestly, it should be a win for the boys. Yeah, Black Orcs holding... Oh, the Greenskin Waaagh. You forget how strong that is. But the Plague Ogres do win. But Black Orcs with Waaagh are, you know, they hold. But yeah, it's useful. And here's the thing. You would never do that with those Ogres. You would always have them stacked on top of, like, Marauders or Nurglings or something like that. So they're pretty good. And they can be healed, too. You can heal them with an Overcasted Fleshy, whatever. It's pretty rad. Toad Dragon time. All right, let's test out the Toad Dragon against some infantry. So let's just do some of this, and we can get you back here. We can get a Herald of Nurgle on a Rotfly to just fly around and support. Looks great. So we're going to test the Toad Dragon against the infantry here. We'll see how it does, and have some fun. Yeah, ogres are good. They're good. I've had great success with them in a couple matchups. And then we'll do the, we could do the Angel of Decay here, actually. We'll test them together. We'll get it on, like, a couple units and see what we can get done. We need to get rid of the Rampage, or else he's going to screw up our test. So let's get rid of you and you. All right. What else have we missed? Rot Knights. We've done the Ogres. Pestigores, Pestigores we'll show you them in a battle later. They're literally just AP guys with poison. There's nothing exciting about them. Toad Dragon's definitely one of the weaker units, in my opinion, on the update, but it's still, you know, against infantry, it does its part. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I could be wrong about a lot of these predictions, but been watching Mannerlord Survival, Leather Shoes, and Profiles. Yeah. Yeah, Austin, Mannerlords is a lot of fun. I feel like I played it a lot the past few days, and I figured out a bunch. How fast can the Nurgle... Oh, yeah, the Nurgle army abilities. Yeah, we got to see how long they charge up. How much does the Soul Grinder reduce ammo by? We're going to test that. We're going to jump into a match and see. I'll shoot at some Marauder Horsemen, or maybe some Cathay Crossbowmen or something. That could be a good test. Yeah, well, we're going to do the fly separately, I think. I just wanted to test the toad dragon here. All right, buddy. I want to do the flies in a vacuum so it's easier to follow. All right, toad dragon man, let's go. He does have healing. We got fleshies for him and stuff. He's going to build up that army ability as well when he takes a beating, so. All right, so Unspeakable Foulness is going to go here. Here he goes. He ate some Taco Bell for breakfast, and now he's going to throw it up on these guys. Yeah, see, the breath attack's kind of wimpy. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. Go, Toad Dragon! Ah! Alright, so now the Toad Dragon, yeah, you can see it can chew through infantry. It's a terror-causing monster, but you see how it's like taking a lot of damage? Kind of weird to me. I guess Black Orcs are not the worst unit, so do a little bit of healing on that bad boy. Nurgle army ability building nice and slow. Yes. Come on, Toady. Yeah, the fact that you have healing on your big monsters is really nice, and Nurgle can just, you know, keep healing the Toad Dragon. Looking at the value of the Toady, it's gotten about 900 so far, grinding away. We can use the Locus of Fecundity to heal him again, and this AI is being very, very courteous here. It does have some cool attacks, though, this thing. It's like, its attack animations are amazing. I personally think toads and frogs are really cool, so for me it's fun. But yeah, you guys get the idea. Yeah, they changed the army ability, Fecundity. Yeah, it does seem to build up slower. Granted, I only have just the Toad Dragon fighting, so with a bigger army, I for sure would have more built up by now. How good is Toad Dragon at killing characters? Let's see. Okay, so maybe you just go character hunting with him. No, he bumped him there. Yeah, little classic Haggard CA thing. Like, I feel like characters getting bumped instead of receiving the attack is so janky. He's kind of struggling to connect. There he goes. Yeah, a couple more attacks could probably break this goblin if I get lucky. I don't know what's going on with this army, though. It's just chilling out. All right, so you've seen the Toad Dragon. I think it's a little underwhelming. Yeah. The Herald of Nurgle makes you feel represented in video games. That's fun. What other debuffs does he have? I feel like the Toad Dragon should have some aura or something. That would make him a little bit better. It builds by spreading debuffs now instead of taking damage. Got it. Okay. Got it. I did not know that. So Nurgle's army ability has been changed, and it spreads now by spreading debuffs. Oh, okay. Oh, the Dread Saurian's way better than the Toad Dragon. Much better. The Toad Dragon should cost like 400 gold less. It's way weaker than the Dread Saurian. The Dread Saurian has Howdas and higher weapon strength. Definitely a little bit jank. So let's do this and this. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and get... Let's get some Cathay archers. We're just going to get some, the Overseer guy. Let's get some crossbowmen, and then we can get a terracotta and some warriors to test the grenades on as well. Yeah, does it have Cloud of Flies? I don't know if I even saw that. I don't know if I did. Yeah, see, for me, I don't even care about the AI in the game because I don't play multiplayer, but I feel for people that do for sure. That play, I mean, I play multiplayer, not single player, so. Seeing that, I wonder how many Toad Dragons can Sigvald solo? Yeah, I think a Toad Dragon might beat Sigvald, maybe. It depends. There's a lot of RNG with him getting knocked over. Yeah. All right, it's time, dude. It is time. Let the Noxbringer feast. So I'll check some like close quarters poke on that. No, Tamarcon is decent. Tamarcon is decent. I like him a lot. I've used him in a ton of matchups and had a great success with him. Granted, Festus does feel better a lot of the times, but Tammy is good. If you need anti-large, Tammy is great. But on the Toad Dragon, he kind of sucks. All right. So we're going to shoot from downtown. We're going to shoot the Noxbringer. So here you go. We're shooting the crossbows. And we missed all our shots. See how it leaves a little like vortex there? I don't know if the other one did that before. Okay, yeah. So it's like it needs to be closer range, which you'll see as we get closer. Yeah, it's weird. It like leaves a little like aftershock vortex thing. There you go. Okay, so that was a good direct hit, okay? And it drained about, how much of their ammo? They've lost maybe 20% of their ammo so far with like one good direct hit. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so the Soul Grinder's gonna keep shooting here. It like leaves this little like stinky vortex there. And then let's shoot this one. Pretty fun. Epidemius will require some testing before I draw conclusions on him. All right, let's get the Soul Grinder. I think you just would like what you would want to do is get close and just blast him in the face and try and reduce the ammo there. Okay, Angels of Decay time. Unholy hand grenades, they're being thrown. What kind of damage are we getting here? It's alright. Probably still not worth it. Let's try it on these guys. And get on the crossbows here. Yeah, I mean, it seems janky. They're expensive too. I mean, I guess they can get in and kill those guys in melee, but for 1,500 gold, I think your money is better spent elsewhere. That's for damn sure. Alright. No, Epidemia's blobs are really hard to kill. They really are. We already did the Dowie. We're doing Nurgle now. Doing Nurgle. Alright, so we've basically... Bile Trolls, I mean, it's just the Chaos Troll with a melee defense debuff. We don't really need to test that too much. Alright, so I think we've kind of covered Nurgle's bases. Nurgle's going to be fun. They're definitely way better, right? Pestigores are an amazing chaff unit, especially in Dom mode. Their Vanguard deployment's going to be gods here. On top of that, Rot Knights are actually quite good. I've had a lot of success with them, and the Ogres are great as well. Tammy is niche in matchups in which you need large. Epidemius, I have no idea. I haven't played with them enough. I have not played with Epidemius enough to really draw conclusions. The Toe Dragon kind of sucks, in my opinion. Those would just be my overall breakdowns. Kazik the Befouled, I like him. I think he's a really sticky, annoying character to get rid of. He's relatively tanky, has passive healing, and he's a really good character assassin. Kazik can actually take on Sigvald. He can like straight up kill Sigvald and foot-based characters. So I have a battle with Colex healing going up in the next few days. Yeah. All right, guys. It is time. Let the Nurglings feast. Sigmar bless. So we're here with the Empire now. Couple things. We have Karl Franz now has the same HP as Lewin, more or less, when you put him on his bird. So he got like 1,200 HP. So Karl Franz is way more viable now. Way more viable. Yeah, super awesome. Boris Todbringer also got the same treatment. So he on his Griffin is 6,600, which is really, really good. I'm just like super erect about it. Yeah, all day. So they both got buffed, which is great. Gelt didn't get any changes, which I'm really disappointed about. Like, he's such a kind of boring character. I would have liked to have seen Gelt get more changes, but it is what it is. So, yeah, you got Balthazar Gelts. Now let's go over the new characters, right? Show us the boat. We're going to do it all. Yeah. So Master Engineer, he has a Barded Warhorse, a Mechanical Steed, which is a robo horse. It's slower, but it gives him more armor. And then he has a steam tank mount, which is a traditional cannon steam tank. It's not the Gatling gun one. We got the Master of Ballistics, Restock, and Pigeon Bomb. Pigeon Bomb is a 100 AP shot. So it's pretty good, actually, against like static infantry that are heavily armored. So yeah, it's great. So yeah, we got the old Master Engineer here. And then you saw the rework on Franz and Toddy. Really powerful combo, by the way, before we move on, is Crush the Weak is -4. And then you have, where is it? Blood Roar is going to be -8. So that's going to be 12. And then you mix in Theodore Bruckner with his Fearsome Combatant. -16 leadership in a blob with these two characters. That's going to be a really fun combo to use. But anyways, we got Elspeth. Elspeth is a god tier character. I think she's really good. She has a Carmine Dragon. She has the Fizzres. Living Darkness, it gives her 10% physical resist just constantly and negates magic damage of nearby enemies. So they have to hit her with her physical resist. She has Dark Walker, which can give her 40%. So Elspeth's going to be rocking 50% physical resist for a 30-second duration, which is really good. And on top of that, she has the Pale Scythe, which is probably not going to be used. It gives spell resist and spell mastery as she gets kills. Or as enemy cast spells, excuse me. Well, maybe it will, since it's based on spell casting on the whole map. And she has Death's Timekeeper. This is insanely good. So Death's Timekeeper is a Spirit Leech on an enemy that heals you. So it heals her for 10% of her HP. So 10% of 8,000 is pretty substantial. So she's going to be able to heal up for like, 800 HP every time she uses that. So yeah, she's very, very good. So if I were to bring Elspeth in competitive, I'd probably have something like this. We can keep... Yeah, honestly, all her abilities are pretty nice. You could maybe cut Living Darkness and the Pale Scythe and just kind of do something like that. But she's really expensive too. Really, really expensive. So that's Elspeth. We looked at the Master Engineer on the tank and Elspeth. And next, the Basic Engineer with his power mustache is for sure my favorite character. He has Master of Ballistics, Restock, and Mercurial Shot is so freaking good. He has a shotgun ability activated, and it nukes. And on top of that, he has 360 shooting with a Gatling gun, so he can kite and run around the battlefield and troll super hard. Now, He's pretty cheap as well. He's pretty cheap as well. But yeah, overall, the engineer characters are really cool. You also have Theodore Bruckner. I think he's going to be a very cool assassin character. He's got Reaper, -4 leadership, and he has the Titan Headsman, which is a debuff that can be used on anybody. Check that out. Keep the Scythe for 100% damage. Yeah, you probably do keep the Scythe. Yeah, it's just, it's good. But the Titan Headsman here, -24 melee defense and -45 speed. So this is really good. You can slow down enemy cavalry, characters, whatever. He's got the Balefire Flame Amulet, which is pretty funny. I haven't tried it, but when he dies, he like explodes and does damage. On top of that, we got the Storm Lance, which is just gives him flaming attacks and bonus stats, and Liar's Bane, which gives him even more aggression. So overall, you probably just bring him like this with these and have him at 1350. So yeah, Theodore Bruckner's rad. I think he's good. You got the Grundle's Defenders. I showed them in the replay today. Grundle's Defenders are a Spear ROR, and they give ward save to artillery as well as war machines. So if you have a steam tank, it gives it phys res. If you got, if you have them defending a Hellblaster volley gun, he gives them physical resist as well. I'm going to show you the dragon. The dragon is kind of OP, honestly. Hawkland long rifles. They're Jezzails. We don't need to talk too much about that. They have snipe and they can shoot from the woods while being invisible. You have Nuln Ironsides, which in my opinion are kind of bad. But if they stay still, they build up a preparing, which gives them accuracy and reload skill. So if they sit still and brace, then they can shoot and do very well. So yeah, it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Did I miss something? ITP? Yeah, these guys are ITP as well, correct. Knights of the Black Rose are interesting. They're really tanky. They have 50 melee defense and lower melee attack, low charge bonus, but they're a grind unit. If you're expecting a lot of like lightly armored swarming units, these guys are pretty good. They have really good holding power, good HP pool, and are ITP too. So these are Elspeth's like custom knights. Yeah, pretty neat. Now, Outriders have been reworked. Outriders are really good now. They're very excellent. And arguably, I think Outriders might be better than War Wagons. Because War Wagons got reworked too. They're nowhere near as good as they were before. So there's less of a gap between the War Wagon and the Outrider, which is pretty cool. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, pretty much the same here. Grenades, mortars. You got the Landship. Landship is really good. It's fast. It's furious. It has broadside shooting. It has frontal shooting. It's a good chariot as well, and it does cause terror if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wow, the Landship doesn't cause terror. Okay. Today I learned. This is my new favorite addition to the roster, the Steam Tank Volley Gun. This thing is a Steam Tank that does not have long range, super long range shooting, but it has a medium range shooting at 250, still long range, of a Gatling gun. So it doesn't do as much damage as a Hellblaster Volley Gun, but it still hits pretty hard, and it's a really durable chariot. Now check this out. Steam Tanks have directional missile block. From the front direction, they have 100% block chance. So if you're shooting a Steam Tank from the front with bow and arrows, thunders, it will 100% block all those shots. Okay, insane. But if you shoot it from the sides and the rear, it doesn't have that as much. It goes 50 down to 10%. So yeah, the Steam Tank is very hard to kill if it has good positioning. Yeah, the Landship is pretty disgusting. I've had some games with it. But again, I'm playing games with only 1 or 2 people, and we haven't experimented with a lot of things yet. So yeah. Yeah, Steam Tanks are great. All right. Let me read this. Yeah, let's see. The missile block chance for each direction is 100% from the front. Yeah, okay. Gold shield. Yes. Okay, so let's check this out now. Let's go test Elspeth first. We're going to test Elspeth out. We're just going to get a state trooper, and we're going to test her out against what's really good about her breath attack is that it's we'll beat up Kazrak. That's always fun. Her laser beam is pretty savage. Let's get a Cygor to test it on, and we'll get some infantry here, okay? Let's get her up on our dragon and do this. All right. Here we go. 160 armor is nuts. So they're preparing. I know. I feel like Creative Assembly is like slowly working on tanks for like another modern war type game. Yeah. Steam Tank has 70%. What do you say? Do you think he'll be bringing the Steam Tanks as a staple? The 100% of 70. Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you. So the block is 100% of the 70. Yeah. So we're going to go beat up Kazrak here, the one eye. We'll also test the frontal shooting. I'm going to get some missiles and have them shoot the Steam Tank and see what kind of damage they can do. 70, 35%, and got it. Okay, so I misread the tooltip. Thank you, Loopy. Thank you. That's why you guys are here, to help me clarify all this. I haven't looked at all this. Yeah, 40k too, maybe, who knows? Horsebeth? Yeah, her dragon, no, but you always, I think the dragon is going to be auto take though, because her laser beam on the dragon is pretty disgusting. It's designed to kill large targets too. All right, so let's go up here. I'm going to just wreck the Cygor's face with this coruscating blast. All right, so let's get up here. You guys ready? It's like literally like the Godzilla movie. Oh, watch the HP. So 9,800. Down. Oh, that's so OP. Holy shit, that just did like 4,000 damage. Oh my god. All right, where are you, Kazrak? Come get that ass beat here. Oh man, okay. So I've been, by the way, in a lot of the replays I was doing, I was using it wrong because I thought it was much against like infantry, right? So we slap Kazrak with this. Okay, and we move in. Kazrak's gonna get that butt kicked, and then he starts to do a little bit of damage, and you're like, oh, let's just use Death's Timekeeper. So that will heal Elspeth. See, she's like healing to full now, basically. It's fine, yeah, classic. So, like, she just smashes Kazrak, okay? And then she's like, oh, wait, there's an infantry unit over there? Let me go deal with that. And I haven't even had to use Darkwalker yet. What is the Scythe at? Only 8%, because it's just her casting, right? That makes sense. Okay. Alright, and then another breath attack. That one didn't do as much, because, like, I missed a little bit, but even still, it's like... You could see how she's a menace, for sure. Interestingly enough, like, we beat her in a couple games when she was doing that. But it's still very strong. I think you could lower the damage on that breath attack. It's pretty obscene because she's already really good. Like if you got rid of her breath attack, it would still, you know, still be pretty decent. So we're gonna heal these guys. Now she's gonna heal. Okay. And let's go this way. Come across. What saddens me is, yeah, okay, here we go. We're gonna try it here. She's struggling with her breath attack. Okay, okay, Elspeth, let's help you out here a little bit. Yeah, you can see it's okay against infantry too. It's not even terrible. Like tightly packed infantry will get wrecked by that as well. No, Tamarkon is not too strong, that's for sure. Elspeth is probably the strongest lord in the update, hands down, if I had to say. All right, so we tested Elspeth out. Let's go ahead and show you my new favorite gimmick, which is going to be the engineers. So we're going to do the Robo-Horse mobility Goon Squad, which is really fun. So we're going to continue abusing some Beastmen, maybe. Now let's abuse some Skaven. Yes, yeah, let's beat up some Skaven. They're always a good victim here. So where are the rats? Where are the rats? Rats. I'm going to find you, rats. I'm going to find you. All right, so let's get a little Warlord. Let's get some Storm Vermin. Let's get some Clan Rats here. And let's get an Ogre unit. We'll just do the basics for now. All right. Yeah, I think you got to tune down that breath attack, though. It seems Steam Tank Lord. We're doing the Robo Horses right now. But you can bring them on to Steam Tank, although, you know, I don't know. I think on the Robo Horses, where he shines, I like that the most. Were there any Skaven changes? I don't know. I do not know. I haven't looked at it. The woman ain't... Yeah, she's the entire dungeon. She's on the raid boss. Yeah. Yannick, that is a very accurate assessment. But like Elspeth is, you can kind of dodge the breath attack, but it requires a ton of finesse. Yeah. We need Thankful to already hunt down Gotrek and his squad. Yeah. Thankful. Yeah, Thankful would be fun. We're rats. The pigeon bombs. Yes, I will try the pigeon bombs out. 100%. I don't know what it is about Skaven. It's true. I always struggle to find them on the army selection. So my favorite thing about, look at these guys and they're, oh wait, why do they not go on the Robo Horses? What the hell? Okay, we got to go back to the Robo Horses. I could have sworn I had them on there, but Elspeth is a Luminarch of Death. She is. She's like a Luminarch that you just can't escape. Yeah, I could have sworn I had them on the horses, but I guess not. Okay. We can bring him on the Steam Tank actually, just to show. Yeah, that'll be fine. Do regular horses work better? Yeah, but the Robo Horses make them much tankier. It gives you a lot more armor. So it depends on what you're looking to do. Against like faster factions, you would probably want the regular horses, but you know, Skaven aren't very fast, so you could just go Robo, so they're more durable against like slingers and shooting and things like that. Too sneaky. All right, baby. It's Master Engineer in time. I'm so excited to have some tournaments with all this. The Huracanum? I'm really surprised they didn't add the Huracanum. I really am. It's like a staple of Warhammer Fantasy, but It's not in the old world either, so I feel like that was a Games Workshop decision. GW is probably like, we want it to look more similar to the old world, so let's not put a Huracanum in there. Yeah, RoboCop is in the game. Yes, it is. The engineer character, what's cool is he shoots from the top of his steam tank too. See, he's up there with his long rifle. It's pretty rad. So he's there. He's got the block chance, and we're going to test that next, and the pigeon bomb. So now these guys are on the look at the robo horses. I love it. They're like cantering. How good is that? Yeah. All right. So why I like these guys is because they have 360 shooting, and this ability is so freaking good. The Mercurial shot. So let's find some Storm Vermin here, and we're going to shoot the other Storm Vermin too. And they have ammo replenishment, right? Here you go. All right. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? So it does a fair amount of damage. And now they can just run and shoot. They have 360 shooting. Yeah, see how they're shooting? It's not a ton of damage, but it adds up over the course of a long game. And they can restock ammo, right? Which is pretty great. So, yeah. Uh-oh, you got caught. The Robo Horses aren't the quickest, but the Mercurial shot is really good. It has 3 charges, too. And yeah, see, I could just kind of kite. They're kind of like war wagons, honestly. And the steam tank here is going to wreck these Storm Vermin. Hopefully they won't break immediately. Yeah, they're just kiting that guy back here. Okay, so let's stop. Let those guys do their thing. It's pigeon bombing time. So the pigeons come. It's hilarious. I think it comes from, I can't remember which direction. Yeah, see, the pigeons are coming from the sky. Oh no, it routed them. Oh, clan rats, no. Okay, well, you get the idea. I need to find someone who's ITP to test the pigeon bombs on. Yeah. Yeah, no, the engineers are great. I like them a lot. All right, so let's just get you, just the pigeon bomb, and we will put. I need to find some ITP units, so let's go Slanesh, let's go Chaos Sorcerer, and let's do some Chosen of Slanesh. Okay. Yeah, the Steam Tank Lord has a grenade launcher, correct? It's really good. He has it on horseback too. So the Empire Engineers, they have the repeater handguns, and the Empire Lord on the tank and on horse, he has a grenade launcher. So it does some good damage, actually. The Hell Pigeon rocket battery? I know. In tabletop, the pigeon bombs are such a meme. You roll a dice, and on a 1, the pigeon flies the bomb back and drops it on your own head. On a 2 through a 5, the bird fails to drop the bombardment. He just drops like a dud on their heads. And then on a 6, it does like a shit ton of damage. It's hilarious. So, yeah, we'll get Theodore Bruckner in here. I'm going to show you the leadership as well. We're going to get through all that stuff. Yeah, all of it. And then I'm going to play some battles after this if my boy's around, if Goji's around. We'll see if he is. All right, it's go time. So here he goes. Okay. So I think he moves. Does he move while shooting? Let's see. It looks like the steam tank is moving and shooting its cannon. It is a cannon tank. Okay. So the tank just gives no shits. Sigmar going deep. Pretty good so far, honestly. Yeah, he has a grenade launcher that he shoots. See? He's right here. Yep, he just shot a grenade and wow. Look how much damage. And it has a steam cannon too. Can these Chosen like just attack me already? Okay, we're gonna halt. Let them surround. Summon the Elector Pigeons! No! Oh, AI, why? Dude, are you serious? Okay, you know what? We're gonna just kite until it's up again. AI's not supposed to dodge things, dude. Franz calls to me. Oh, Franz, I had some success with him in battles. His tankiness, I'm making a sandwich, but afterwards, okay, yeah, make that sandwich, Coach, and then we'll play some games. We'll do some games. In tabletop, the pigeon flies back to its handler and drops the bomb on their head. Yeah, if you roll a 1, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, oh my god, the AI is so troll. Okay, so here we are. Let's do this. Oh, I'm Rampage now, am I? Okay. Great. Just trying to make this like as difficult as possible. Just not going to get to test the pigeon bombs. Let's have you halt. Let the Chosen surround. Okay, here we go. No, no, no! Alright, it partially hit. You guys get the idea, though. It does do good AP damage if they stay still, but the AI is just dodging it very well, so. Alright, so there's the Master Engineer and his tank. You saw the Engineers. You saw Elspeth. Theodore. The Theodore combo here is gonna go down, so we'll get him on a Reaper. Let's take some like low leadership units and just like route them basically. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So if you were like using Empire, there's some, you could use Burning Head, or you could use Lord of Death too. You could do like Doom and Darkness, yeah, which would be pretty fun. All right, so let's do that. No, where's he at? Okay, let's get you. Let's get you on the Death Wizard, Imperial Pegasus. Great. And let's get some ogres too. The Skaven are definitely not going to like Theodore. Although, honestly, I don't know. He is expensive and a bit of a big target, so maybe it won't matter too much. Yeah, I better at dodging most. No, I know it is true. Most tourney players wouldn't have dodged that. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Bruckner, so he's really cool. He's got like a winged helmet. That's pretty rad. How much ammo does the restock give? A lot. It's you can restock the Sunmaker now, dude. I know. There's going to be so many fun combos with the Empire. When I have been playing games with Empire, I'm like, there's literally so many playstyles I could do that it's kind of hard. It's like decision, analysis paralysis is the expression, right? Yeah, it's wild. Okay, so let's move in there. Get the big route. So we have the full leadership blob. Unless I probably forgot to bring Toddy on the Griffin because I'm a potato today. It's okay. That's what I get for staying up till like 4 a.m. I was painting minis last night. I was painting my Empire Wizards. I painted a demonologist. He's all scary and stuff. Okay, we got that. Great. So here's Theodore Bruckner. He's so cool. Oh, look at that guy. Yeah, buddy. You can like hear it running. Dude, that's so cool.
Death stalks the battlefield.
Death stalks the battlefield. How metal is that?
Theodore Bruckner.
Alright, so we're going to get in there. So that's going to be -4 leadership. And then it's going to be even more when Toddy gets in there. So currently their leadership is going to tank super hard. And then we will do a Doom and Darkness. Do that. And then immediately you're probably going to see some terror routes. Yeah, look at that. You got terror routes going down already? Look at that. Oh, yeah, and even these guys are shaking up. That's really cool. So yeah, there's some cool synergies with that. Damn it, Toddy. Come on, get out of there. Yeah, dude. Oh, man, the leadership combo. Like, having these two together is pretty savage because you just get all the routes, right? Do another one here. We get another chain route. So that's going to route, like, the whole Skaven army, probably. Yep, mass terror route. More or less, a couple of them. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It wasn't even... We mass routed the whole army and it just ended the game. Oh, my God. They still had full health Lord and ogres and stuff. That combo's sick. This combo's really cool. I mean, it's only another -4, but overall, it's pretty rad. All right, so what else do we got? Hochland long rifles. Yes, let's test those out. So we will get the Hochland long rifles. We're going to get the Master Engineer to support them on his Robo Steed. And let's get the Hochland long rifles. And we can do the Nuln Ironsides too. The ROR one, it has Armor Sundering, okay, and Snipe, the Ironside, but we're gonna just test the basic ones for now. And let's get some Swordsman here, looks fine. And for this, we can test against the Greenside, I guess. Yeah, let's get some Black Orcs coming in. And we can also get like a Boar Boy Biggin to test against. They're basically just Jezzails, guys. They're basically just Jezzails. All right. So we got the Black Orcs. Let's get some Boar Boy Biggins here. Here we go. Should be adequate. By the way, Greenskins now have a Feral Wyvern in their core roster. It's not extended roster anymore. So Greenskins in multiplayer have a Feral Wyvern, which is actually very good. Very, very good. That's a legit tabletop tactic. I know. I play tabletop with the Old World, and Terror is extremely strong. It's one of the reasons why Tomb Kings are a top contender right now. You can just do these disgusting leadership combos with the Screaming Skull Catapult and Spirit Leech and a couple other things. Yes. Oh yeah, Jezzails will be really good in the Cathay and the Dwarf matchup. They're really squishy, but if they get caught, they're like Deck Hunters. They get massacred like instantly if they get caught. Ironside's basically just swordsmen with guns. No, the Ironsides are like, they have like these repeater shotgun things. They're weird. They're weird. Yeah, we'll test them out. Warrior Priest meta, I wish. The Empire and Tabletop's probably one of the worst factions in the game, so it's nice that they get some justice here. So we got our Hochland long rifles. They have 260 range. These guys have 145 range. They're kind of an interesting one. We're gonna have to try them out. Yeah, they do have 60 armor actually. Okay, it's kind of cool. Spearman, engineer. Here it comes, dude. Yeah, we did the dwarves earlier. We did the dwarves. Yeah. Yeah, crane gunners will beat Hakon long rifles for sure. They have shields. Okay. So now we're going to start shooting here. And yeah, so far so good. Yeah, you see it's basically just like a Jezzail unit, guys. There's not a whole lot of like deep analysis to get into with these. So I was a little bit hesitant to even like get into showing them, but... Okay, let's watch how these guys shoot. So, okay, here they go. Okay, so it's like a spray fire shotgun thing. Let's watch another volley. I wonder what the niche difference is with them and handgunners. With the null and iron sights, yeah, it's like a machine gun. Okay. Yeah, Jezzails are obviously fine. They wear down and they can snipe things. I've had pretty good success with them too. Okay. We get the idea. Do long rifles not ignore shields like other snipers then? I don't know if they do. I don't think they have shield breaker. No, they don't. No. They do have snipe though, so if you have them in the trees, they can shoot without being seen. Like your opponent won't know where it's coming from. So Outriders next. So we will test the Outriders. So Outriders are pretty rad. We can get some trolls or something to shoot at too. We will get Old Franz up on the Beast, on Deathclaw, Outriders, and War Wagons too. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Can you show the Sorcerer? Which one? I already did show the... You can rewind in the stream. We already went over the Nurgle Sorcerer and Elspeth. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but... Alright, here they go. Ironsight just feel like armored handguns, kind of... Yeah, I would honestly probably just go for basic handguns, if anything. They have a passive bonus to reload accuracy if they stand still. That's true, yeah, so if you're in a very favorable passive, but having to maneuver in multiplayer is very important, especially in Dom. Yeah, you got to move around those objectives. The Arwar has shield breaker, that's right. The Arwar does. Yeah, we saw that. The Gold Sorcerer? Yeah, we'll take a look. We will take a look. Karl Franz! The new Metal Wizard. Got it. Yeah, we'll take a peek. Alright, so let's go test the War Wagons first. So we're going to go shoot the War Wagons, see what they do compared to what they did before. They're still nice because they're durable with 80 armor and you can Earth Flood them. That's still really strong. It doesn't seem drastically different. You know, the DPS is probably not as much as an Outrider unit, but yeah, that's fine. Now let's get the Outriders up. The Outriders did get reworked. That's a lot of shots.
Shoot them!
Yeah, okay. Yeah, a bit of DACA. Not bad, not bad. They're obviously very swift, so they can do some kiting if need be. Shoot the trolls. Yeah, honestly, pretty good. It's not like overpowered or anything, but like with good micro, you're going to be rewarded, and you can blast these guys into the Shadow Realm a little bit. Get friends in there to pick them off. Empire definitely going to have some cool strategies with like, I think their kite builds are going to be pretty nutty too. Yeah, looks good, honestly. Looks good to me. All right. Yeah, Carl got an HP buff. He did. Finally, all my months and years of complaining have finally yielded that. All right, so here and yeah, you got the. Oh, he looks cool. You got the Metal Wizard. Yeah, that looks really cool. He's got some mask on and everything. Nice. Empire with Lord Metal. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So aside from that, Knights of the Black Rose, we want to test them out. Norska would be a good faction to kind of test them against. Probably. So Norska has good quality infantry, so let's test those. Norska, Unga Bunga, let's get some Berserkers. Let's get some Berserkers and some Marauders and just get like a big wave of infantry and get 3 Knights of the Black Rose and see if they can like hang with all those, right? I do wish that Empire had gotten like some basic caster lord. I think that would have been very fun. Like a Lord hero caster, but I'm not going to complain. It's fine. Yeah, Carl has 6.8. He used to have like 5.5 or something. He got like 1,000 HP. Could you show the Knights of the Blazing Sun model to see if they got a remodel? Are there public Patch notes? No, no. They haven't given us patch notes yet. That would be nice. All right. Let's see here. Okay. They got Wizard Lords in campaign, right? For Gelt's campaign? Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I don't know why they didn't get them in multiplayer. I mean, it's in tabletop, that's literally their biggest strength is that the Empire has like all these really powerful Wizard Lords. Yeah. Here they come. So Knights of the Black Rose look awesome. And they're pretty okay. I still think I prefer like the Shock Cavalry and Empire Knights for that same purpose, because, you know. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, the time is here. So here's the Knights of the Black Rose. They're kind of like almost look like Knights of War a little bit. And let's see how they hold up against these infantry here. So it's right over there. You got 78 movement speed. Elspeth is just cackling nearby. But they do hold for a long time. Like, these guys are really resilient. Their charge impact isn't great, but their sustained fighting is a little bit more respectable. I feel like they could probably take this whole army. Yeah, so you see they get onto their ideal target, which is Berserkers. But these aren't something that you're going to cycle charge too much. You more so just like leave them in combat. And yeah, I mean, it's a decent roadblock unit. It's like an Empire Knight with way better melee defense, but also costs 400 more. Berserkers are a very strong unit, and, you know, they're able to trade. The Lord is kind of cheating here and helping a little bit, but let's do a little Purple Sunners there. It's always fun to cast that spell. Yeah, Purple Sun. All right, looking good. So yeah, you get the idea of what they're capable of. They're like a grind unit, kind of like Grail Guardians, honestly. They're like a budget version of Grail Guardians, I would say. Yeah, because Grail Guardians do the same thing, but they have AP and are a little bit more elite. All right, so looking good to me. Now, other things we wanted to test would be the Landship and the dreaded Gatling Gun Steam Tank. The Landship is rad. The Gatling Gun Steam Tank is probably my favorite of all the changes, and the Wonder of the Age too. So we're just gonna get like a huge Norscan Unga Bunga, and we're gonna just try and run through them here. Yeah, we'll give him a big army too. All right, looks fine to me. The Landship is pretty hilarious, it really is. All right. Yeah, they're like Walmart Grail Guardians, yeah. Does Elspeth Breck attack work against Small Lords and Beast Monsters Infantry? Well, that's a good question, actually. I can try it here, I think. Yeah, we'll use it against Marauder Chieftain real quick before the battle starts. They're budget Grail Guardians, great minds. That's right. Great minds indeed. Whether they chose this for the... Yeah, I think they're fine. Knights of the Black Rose. What matchups would I use them in? I don't even know, really, honestly. Maybe against... I don't know. Against Skaven, they suck because Rat Ogres will beat them down. Where would I even bring that unit? It's kind of a weird thing. Like, I feel like I would just go Empire Knights almost always. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. With a Life Caster, they could be pretty good. Like, you have a Life Caster complementing their high MD, maybe. Yeah. All right, so you're here for the dreaded Landships and the Gatling Gun Tanks. Gatling Gun Tanks are my favorite. You wanted to see if Elspeth's Breath Attack was good against like small Footlords. We're going to go try that out real quick. So let's fast forward that. So the Gatling Gun Tanks do not have short range either, and the Landships are going to shoot. What you want to be doing with the Landships is like broadsiding people too. You can ram directly in. Okay, the Breath Attack didn't do as much against the Lord here. Yeah, so we're going to double Spirit Leech at the Lord. So look at that. Double Spirit Leech. Oh, Elspeth's so strong. It's insane. Alright, so let's get the Landship going here. You can see the Gatling Gun Tanks are doing excellent damage against the Trolls. And now we can ram. Full power! I love it. Look at look how haggard these things are. Oh, yeah. And then their turn speed sucks when you activate that, though. You gotta wait for it to wear off, because then they... Oh, my God. What's really cool about the Landships, though, guys, is they have broadside shooting. And, oh, my God, and they have mortars. I didn't notice. Oh, wait. Does this one have a mortar? No. Oh, the Wonder of the Age has a mortar on top, too. I didn't notice that before. Oh, my God. Oh my God! Look at this armored, this World War II tank division. It's just like rolling through this Norscan army. Oh my God! These are such memes, dude. They're probably going to be really broken in land battle, I bet. Like land battles definitely suffers more from these kind of things, whereas in Dom you can play the points a little bit. But yeah, this is like, yeah, they're pretty good. Oh my God! Just terror routing, and the Gatling gun tanks too. They shoot and use their steam cannon, so they're like really good in close range. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, those are the Tiger tanks. Oh my god. They didn't want to add naval warfare to this game, so they just gave us boats on land, yeah. Those feel pretty good though, honestly. They feel pretty good. All right, so I think we're okay. Yeah. Elspeth's pretty scary. She is indeed. I think the breath attacks might give her a little tool against Tamarcon. Let me see here. So let me check. Okay. You around? So Goji, shoot me a message if you're here. If not, if he's not here to play, then I have some replays to share. Oh, I see you in chat. Okay. Sad Unga Bunga. Yeah. They are indeed. I love the steam tank volley guns though. They're really fun. Engineers are great fun as well. Goji, I see you in chat, so if you're ready to play, I'll make a lobby. We've basically gone through things. A couple of things to look at while we wait for him, or just go to our replays, is that you got the Feral Wyvern on the greenskins now. Boarboy Biggins cost 900 instead of 850, and Squigs cost 400 instead of 350. So those are notable changes there. Aside from that, I think Khorne got some adjustments. Kislev, going to Kislev. They are here. You can see the cost increase on the Winged Lancers. They're up to 1,000 now. The Kossars had reduced armor piercing on their pistol shots, so their armor piercing missile damage got lowered by I think 1 or 2. Kislevites Warriors had a stat decrease, so their stats are a little bit lower than they were before. So that's something that we'll see if it's significant. Thanks for the insightful stream. A ton of this looks like gunships. Looks like it's going to be a practice for Total War 40k. I kind of think so. The top turret is effective. Yeah, the steam cannon. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. What else got? I don't know. Like I don't have patch notes. I'm just kind of guessing. I think Khorne got some slight buffs on stats on their warriors. I don't know though. Yeah, man, look how limited their roster looks compared to some of the other stuff. It's pretty crazy. All right. So I got a lobby up. I'll see if he's gonna want to do Dom or land battle games, because I can do both. We'll alternate between both. So we could do like a game on. I don't have the map pack on though here, so I might need to restart it. Yeah, because we have all the crappy CA maps for Dom. Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably start with a land battle just to because it's what he plays. I don't want to force him to play something he's not practiced in, because I'm good enough at land battle to compete. So Khorne Warriors minus 50 gold. Is that what it is? Yeah. The Amethyst units aren't available in multiplayer. Does the Master Engineer ever use a sniper rifle? No, he has a grenade launcher. He has a grenade launcher, yeah. All right. Okay, here you go. So he's gonna join us soon. Let me see if I can get the map pack on. Maybe I could. I'm sure he'd be down to play some Dom games just so you can see how things might roll out. Just wait till we get the Khorne DLC. It'll make Warriors of Chaos stronger than Khorne. Yeah. Demogryphs are the same, yeah, I don't think there's any changes to demis. I don't. Who do we play first, though? I guess it depends on what he wants to play. We could do DLC versus DLC or do the old stuff as well. Yeah, demis are basically the same. All right, so what do you want to play? What do you want to play? So we can do the Empire, I guess, in game 1. Sure, why not? All Emp. Yes. Just do it on Itza. Yeah, we could have Itza battles. Itza battles are fun. I'm down for some LB though. You know, there's going to be a ton of Dom for the next few months, so it's always cool to get the LB folks a little bit of action. So no problem. Yes, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, Khorne Marauders also got a cost decrease too. I think 25. I remember looking through and seeing some cost decreases on them. Waiting for the Goge to see what he wants to play. Is he playing Bretonia? Not sure. He said he was just finishing up his food, so. Chorfs? I don't think Chorfs got any changes, guys. I don't think they did. I don't think... The Chorfs are, you know... The Chorfs are going to kind of have the curse of the Vampire Coast a little bit, and that they'll probably just, like, never get another update, you know? He's going to go Norska? Some Unga Bunga, huh? Alright, he's going Norska. It's time, dude. Let the Nurglings feast. I want to surprise you guys with the build, too, so... Alright. The Chaos Gods are here. Elspeth's all up in the Chaos business. All right, so I think that is pretty good. And then we will bring probably just that, I think is fine. So he's going Norska, which is a fun one. Yeah, I like that matchup. It's always a good time. So would the Knights of the Black Rose be good here? Probably not. Did they nerf Kislev a little bit? Yeah, they nerfed Kislev a little, yeah. Norska has some respectable Unga Bunga. It does. Oh man, there's so many, like, this is what, like, I have so many choices of how to play this. It's wild. It's there's literally so many ways I could play this. I think we got to have some fun though. If I just go pure sweat, it's just not going to be as fun. So we're gonna bring some cool stuff here. Okay, looks fine to me. On the flanks, how do we want to do this? Okay, we'll get you guys in the secondary here. I think we can get a... War Wagons have always been very good against Norska too. Like, very, very good. Yeah, super solid. Knights of the Blazing Sun, having like one in this matchup I always found was pretty good. Trying to mix in some new units too. Play Thunderbarge against the 3 land ships. No, Empire's not going to need to be banned, no. I don't think so. We'll see though. We'll see. Maybe in land. I don't know. Land battle's a different beast. But like, Goji and I have played a lot of games, and I beat the Empire with Elspeth and a lot of strong units using Kolek. You know, and Goji's a solid land battle player. He's not a slouch. So I mean, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so that looks like an incredibly fun build. Yeah, I think we just go with this. That's going to be just fine. Hawk and Long Rifle's not going to be super good here. Summon the Elector Militia. Yeah, the Elector counts are here, dude. They're ready. They are at the ready. I feel like I want to try something different, though, because Elspeth is very good. You know what? No, it's fine. Let's try it. I feel like I found my opponent. Let's see how this goes. I know what you guys want. It might lose me the game, but overall, I think it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing. The Norska Unga Bunga. Like the meta is like grenade launchers, huntsmen, heavy cavalry, you know, but this is like nothing like the meta whatsoever. Yeah, not at all. You could throw in like a Theodore Bruckner in here to like try and take on Wulfric. I feel like on his mount, he could probably kick Wulfric's butt. Probably could. It's Borising time? You think so? Is that what you want? You want the Boris? You want the Toadbringer? Just a fair warning, Gojira takes like 10 years to do his builds. That's why his name is Slow Jira. I'll be right back. I'm going to refill my water. All right, I'm back. Is he still doing his build? Oh my god. he's thinking and he's doing the deep think, you know. He's really doing the deep think. Yeah, I don't know. The ROR land ship seems pretty funny. I'm curious how good it'll be here. I did bring it. He knows I'm going to bring the land ship though. He's going to bring all the counters. So this will be a good test because we'll get to see like how they hold up against the units they theoretically, you know, are countered by. No, this build is just, it has Elspeth. Elspeth is very strong, but aside from that. Theodore Bruckner, we already did earlier, King Ibar. But, you know, we're going to play a handful of games here. As many as Goji wants to play. We can just kind of grind it out. Yeah, I mean, Norska here, just, you know, Frost Trolls are very good. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. You do it. But Elspeth, maybe he'll bring the Cold Voider. If he does, I think Elspeth will just dominate it. Yeah. All right, we got the screen blocker off, right? So it's definitely a Mimi build. We got spearmen with shields in the front.
The Empire endures.
The Empire endures with a couple huntsmen just to keep my opponent honest, so they have to sweat a little bit.
We're ready.
We got a couple spears on the flanks. Spears and spears. And then we have the Sigmar Sons and Flagellants in the back.
The Empire endures.
And another spear unit as well.
Standing by.
Elspeth von Chad.
Oh no.
I did bring the Wonder of the Age and the Gatling gun tank. So I went pretty hard into the meme territory here. And we're going to just go harass and poke with these. The double tank, yeah. Well, one's a land ship and one is... It's funny, you think the steam tanks are big, and then you're like, the Wonder of the Age.
We are Sigma.
Oh my god. Oh, wait, they have grenade launchers on the sides? Oh, so it has like a different shooting profile. Okay. Well, who needs grenade launchers when you have the Wonder of the Age?
The graveyard rose.
The Graveyard Rose, huh?
Spearman.
I'm sure Elspeth loves Hot Topic. Little My Chemical Romance as well.
Mage of
Recently got the Bretonian box for Old World. Yeah, Bretonia. So in round 3 of the tournament I played in last week, it was against Bretonia. I won with my Tomb Kings by like one like sliver. It was really close. Bretonia was really good. The Knights of the Realm, or Knights Errant, Knights of the Realm. The Bretonian Duke on the Pegasus was the Terminator. He literally one-shot my Sphinx. Yeah, I have no idea. I could just get steamrolled here. Like, this might be a little bit too deep in the meme territory, but we'll find out. Like, his build's so thick. Oh, he's got Throg and he's got Javelins? Okay, interesting. So let's put Throg's name to the test. We're going to Cannonball Throg.
We obey.
He's got Skin Wolves. Yeah, his build's pretty good. So let's go ahead and form ranks up over here. We could try and snipe the Sorcerer. The Wonder of the Age is going to go and just kind of start rolling here.
Run. No lingering.
Okay, there you go.
Sigma, come on.
Let's Gatling gun these guys down. Throg is getting a little bit of the business. I could probably cheese his caster pretty hard. So maybe we do that. Okay, so let's do this, and then we're going to use the Daywalker to get in there and try and cheese the caster out.
Take the ground. Quickly.
Okay, let's do the Wonder of the Age here. Elspeth's going to get that caster probably. Yes, let's get the caster, and then we can do Death's Timekeeper on it to route it. Okay, so Elspeth gets back up. The Wonder of the Age is cackling. Let's do this, and the rest of the army is just kind of hanging out. So we're going to loop back in. The Wonder of the Age is going! Ram those Marauder Horsemen! Oh my god, that's so funny. Alright,
Now. Sigma,
let's get that caster. We have the Coruscating Blast. Oh, the Wonder of the Age has done it! Throg's maneuvering. Let's get over here to cover our Wonder here.
to battle.
So we got his caster down. And let's go ahead and Spirit Leech that thing. Elspeth's going to need to escape though, because if I get caught here, that's going to feel real bad.
Ready for war.
Alright. So let's get these Huntsmen and Huntsmen moving up. The Wonder of the Age is going to do this. We need to get them both back right now. Ooh, Elspeth kind of getting her butt kicked. I could lose if she dies. Okay, thankfully she got back up in the sky though. So now we just pull back and play really conservatively with her. Let's get the tank back. We got the State Troopers at the ready. We got rid of his caster, I think. More or less. Yeah, it's offline. And now we shoot at the Condom Wolves coming in here. Alright, tank, let's retreat back. Let's form ranks. He did a lot of damage to Elspeth, which may have made that whole fiasco worth it for him. Yeah, because she's really damaged. I need to get my Coruscating breath attacks. Okay, so the steam tank's on the way back in. A lot of javelins, a lot of poke. Let's get that guy. And hopefully we don't take the overcast damage. Looks like we did. Shit.
What do you bid?
Okay, so let's get the Coruscating Blast on you. The land ship needs to move in there. We're going to get it on him. Should hopefully do some big damage. Yeah, nice. It did.
Yes, sir.
Take those Skin Wolves down. Let's get you back. The Wonder of the Age is going to keep Ramsteining through these guys. Let's run in here. Let's shoot here. And now we get the Gatling gun online and just kind of keep rolling dirty. We're going to go ahead and use this to get the speed buff. Try and get away. Okay, let's do that. Gatling gun tank needs to turn about face and shoot these wolves. Oh my god, the Wonder of the Age. Let's go, buddy. He's trying to get onto my archers here. He's trying his best. But yeah, I think we're doing okay. It's hard to tell. The Wonder of the Age is just sailing around going bananas. Alright, so I do have Death's Timekeeper now, so we need to get that on Throg when he comes into combat. Oh, look at the boat hauling ass. Oh man, that's so funny. All right, those condom wolves got wrecked, so let's shoot these guys. And we need to get the Wonder of the Age back and through. Let's send some spears in to support it. Throg is going to get Spirit Leeched here. So let's drop that on him if we can. And the Gatling gun tank is doing very well, so we're just going to keep it shooting here. The Wonder of the Age is still dropping those fat payloads here. Let's get the Flagellants up to support the front line and fill the ranks here. Oh, the Wonder of the Age is still going, baby. Let's Spirit Leech Throg. We're going to have another... Oh, we don't want to lose these guys. That would suck pretty bad. Let's get these Sigmar Sons in there. Form ranks, and Elspeth can just hunt down the guys in the backfield. Yeah, that's going to be important here. What do we want to shoot at? Condom Wolves, and let's get you shooting here. Let's get the Wonder of the Age rolling in there. Throg is nearby. We're going to have the Coruscating Blast soon, so let's form ranks here. And let's get these guys to go battle there. Oh, yes. Let the Nurglings feast. All right. So, Elspeth, where do we go with her? Do we go attack the Condom Wolves here? I think we do. We pop the Daywalker. And let's get Sigmar Sons rolling this way. The Wonder of the Age needs to live. Need to get it away here, so let's rotate it that way. Steam Tank is... I think we go use the Steam Tank to run those guys over, actually. That'd probably be the play here. All right, Sigmar Sons are piling in. Let's get you guys forming ranks here. Elspeth able to get the route. So now we go for the kill on Throg. We will Coruscating Blast him, and let's get the big land ship to come over here. Spearmen do this, and the Steam Tank just kind of continues running through these guys. Okay, Throg's going to get laser beamed and Spirit Leeched. Not going to get too greedy, though. I want to make sure that I'm okay. All right. Full power! Full speed! All right, let's get Spearmen in there, get you guys doing this, you guys into those. Elspeth von Chad is doing awesome work. Throg is definitely looking a little worse for wear. A couple more Spirit Leeches and he's going to pay the troll toll here. So let's get the land ship to start shooting at Throg, and the meme tank is in pretty good shape here, I would say. Let's get you guys there. Yeah, the meme tank is really good. I love it. I don't want to attack Throg because if I get bad RNG, I could lose that fight. So we definitely don't want that. How's the land ship doing? Yeah, land ship is going to turn about face and start shooting at Throg. We need to go shut down all the shooting back here, so let's take Elspeth. And we have another Spirit Leech for Throg. His healing is keeping him alive. I could probably break him here. Ooh, this is dodgy with a little bit of support, maybe. He's shaken. I think it'd be stupid not to go for it, because it could just straight up win me the game. Yeah, Throg is probably going to break to Elspeth here. Oh, the land ship! The Wonder of the Age! Let's go, baby. Oh, yes. Throg is getting punted. The steam tank is going hard. I mean, you could see the land ship's good, but I don't know. How much value does it have? I mean, that's how much it costs. It's not like the land ship was unkillable. It almost died. So, I don't know. It didn't feel like the land ship was too busted here. Elspeth, for sure, was the strongest element of my army, although she didn't even pay for herself either. So, I guess it was a pretty well-rounded performance. All right, let's get our Gatling guns going here. The Wonder of the Age will shoot at the Condom Wolves. Let's do that. Throg is dead. Yeah, Elspeth seems like the strongest element of my army, though, if I had to say. All right, so where are we at? Do we have Spirit Leeches for anything? Dude, I love the land ships, though. Oh my god, it's so fun. Shooting mortars at his guys. The Gatling gun tank, though, must have done well. You see only 1,400 on the Gatling gun tank, but like the terror and some of the tertiary benefits you get are really, really what it's all about. I think the land ship was great, though. It was very solid. It was very good. Let's go ahead and get a breath attack on the Condom Wolves. Let's do that. And that's going to be GG. Well played, I think. I don't think he's got anything left to really fight me. And we can charge here and mitigate a ton of the damage. Let's form ranks around... Form around the land ship for Sigmar! Alright. Let's go, baby. Yeah, the laser beam on sniping on Throg and killing the caster early. He didn't really have the best... I guess protection of the Lord, but I don't know. I'm trying to think what he could have even done. Can laser beam those guys. The Gatling gun tank is gonna... Let me give you guys a close-up now. See? So it moves, and it should shoot its Gatling gun while it's charging. Yeah, you're gonna see it fire in a second, probably. Is it going? Do I have fire at will on? Oh my god, I didn't have fire at will on it? Oh, it's out of ammo. Okay, it ran out of ammo. That makes sense. So the Gatling gun tank did run out of ammo. That's where having, like, an engineer would be very, very good, right? Let's get the 40% resist here. I don't know what he's still in the game for. There's definitely no chances here. Yeah, it's out of ammo. Yeah. GG, well played. All right. So that is the land ship. The land ship of Doom. There you have it. There's the land ship. Pretty formidable, man. It exceeded its value by a couple hundred, which is great. Steam Tank just about paid for itself. Elspeth paid for herself. She's 3,400. She was 3,400 with the kit that I brought, so she did. Yeah. All right. He got close to killing that ship, though. He did. Alrighty. What you want to play next? Pick anyone. DLC. I'll adjust. Okay, so I'm going to let him pick what he wants to play next. The laser beam on Elspeth seems... It is. I think they should tune its damage down by maybe 25, 50%. Maybe 25%, 50%. I don't know. Like, Dragon Breath attacks are extremely devastating. Like, Star Dragon Breath attacks on, like, infantry. And they were trying to replicate that. But sniping someone's, like... Throg's also a really big target. He's going to go Dowie. All right. So, he's going Dowie. Do you guys want to see Nurgle? Let me put it up to a poll. Against Dowie, Nurgle, or Old Faction? Okay, just a quick poll. Let me know what you guys want to see. He's going to go Dowie, and we'll do the Flats of Kislev. It's a good map. You guys want Nurgle in time? All right, we're going to go Nurgle. It seems pretty decisive. Okay. So let's get this party started. Yes. Dowie versus Nurgle, it's definitely better for Nurgle. I mean, I would say it's an evenish matchup, I'm sure. Pestigors help a lot. No, like, nothing seemed too busted about the Empire in that game. Like, the land ship was fine. It almost died. Like, here's the thing, guys. Goji played that entire match without his caster. He didn't have a wizard. If he had had a Spirit Leech caster, he could have killed my land ship. And maybe even killed Elspeth. But Elspeth's breath attack seems like the big problem. I mean, that was a pretty decisive pull. It was pretty decisive. All right, so Tammy against dwarves is probably not very good. Yeah, maybe. I mean, Epidemius on paper seems like he's good, but he's also a large target, so he can get shot to pieces, which feels a little bit bad. I'm trying to think what else would be good against Dowie here. Yeah, maybe some of this. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then we will mix in more of this. An Unholy Nurgle Swarm is the plan. Rot Knights won't be very good here. Unfortunately, dwarves are, of course, smaller folk. I think we could throw in one of you guys for the laughs and the gaffs. Now, we need somebody that can heal, obviously. Epidemius would be fun, but like the demons aren't good against dwarves as is. What about Tammy against dwarves? You know, Tammy is not going to be good. Tammy's just not excellent here. The Nurgle Chaos Lord's pretty sick on the Romp Beast. Maybe you could mix him in. He's got good AP and whatnot. Festus is probably still the way against Dowie, though. That healing is so nice. Oh, wait, fleshy, and we could do that. Cut this. We could do big spell spam, maybe. So we could aim for spell spam with Children of Nurgle. Probably a good idea. The drones and the flies, I haven't experimented too much with them. Overall, I've been somewhat disappointed with them, but you know, they definitely don't seem to be the worst. Okay. I think I gotta go for that. So let's do those two. Okay. Yeah, Epidemius will get shot to pieces on the advance by a cannon because he's really slow. He's got 28 speed. His demonic buff aura, like in this matchup, I just think Epidemius is not really viable. I'm trying to show you guys like good builds with, I mean, except the land ship. The land ship was a bit of a wild meme, but, oh yeah, that's right. We got to respect the Air Force. Hang on, let me double check with him. Yeah, we've had a rule when we play that Thunder Barges are just banned because they're just stupid. So we played one game to test it, and we're like, okay, we never need to see another Thunder Barge again. You know what I'm saying? It's that busted. Okay. Okay, I like that. That seems fun. Could throw some of those in as well. Huh. I like the idea of those guys. Although it does give Slayers a lot to work with. Does give Slayers a lot to work with. Yeah, we definitely need to Be very swarmy, I think. Very swarming on the old Dowie here. Rotflies. Yeah, Rotflies will maybe... I mean, how expensive are they? Let's see. They get changed at all? 900, geez, that's so expensive. So expensive. He's probably going to have like a Royal Dowie Air Force, I would wager. Yeah. Time for Uncle. Double Grinder and Air Force. No, if he goes cannons, I would just lose probably. Yeah. I'm trying to like bring real builds that are decent. You know, I can throw one of these guys in for you guys. Yeah, we'll meme like a tiny bit. Okay, so we got those, and then we got these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that everything we need? We have that cut. If I cut that, it's gonna give me another one of those. I'm like worried that he's gonna go like insane on the Air Force, you know what I'm saying? And I won't have any answers. Insane in the membrane, yeah. Okay. So we can bring a couple of these. I think will give us some tools here. Not like the most ideal build in the world, but should be an acceptable one. It'll do, pig. It'll do. Go like have fun. GLHF. I know, Goji beat me to it, dude. I deserve to be punished. Goji said perfect spend. No, Demon Prince can't counter the Thunder Barge. It just kites him. He can't even get attacks on it. He like tries to and it just keeps running and shooting him. I'm telling you, Thunder Barge is just so busted. Landship OP? It might be. It might be. The jury's still out on the Landship, you know? I think Landship is definitely strong though. But again, it depends on what game mode you're talking about. Dom and Land Battle are very different beasts. And usually big obnoxious SEs are stronger in Land Battle. For that late game scenario, you know, where you got like just like an army that can't deal with something. Yeah. All right, so we got Pestigors, and I brought Plague Ogres for you guys too. So I suspect he's going to deploy like over this way. So we're going to do like a Plague Ogre, Pestigor kind of push here. Pesties do have Vanguard deployment, which is really rad. We'll get a little like turd burglar action. They can creep around here, and can they fit back here anywhere? I don't think so. They're probably just going to get annihilated over there. So yeah, we want to chill out there. All right, so Festus has got his hero squad, so it's going to be Festus and 2 Aspiring Champs. Let's get you guys in the trees here. We're going to do a bit of an envelopment. We'll get the Nurglings to roll with Festus. It's going to just like look like my Haggard Potato Squad in the front. And the Horsemen, we got a couple of those because gyrocopters are a thing. And we did bring one of the Rotfly units to try that out. 4, and we'll do 5 for you guys. And then this can be in 6, and then 7 on the Hounds. We'll see where he deploys. Goji's army is... I wonder if he's going to Goblin Hewer me. That would be pretty funny. There'll be rot. Have you tried Luminarch and such against the Thunder Barge? Yeah, I mean, look, if you hard tech into something to kill Thunder Barge, like netcasters with like, you might be able to take it, but what happens if they just don't bring it? Then your just build sucks, right? And you should... The whole game shouldn't be predicated around defeating one unit, you know? Like, that's not healthy for the meta. It definitely needs to be adjusted. I mean, who cares though? If they don't want to adjust it, it just won't be used in multiplayer, and that's fine. It sucks because it's a cool unit, but it's like you know, you want the campaign people to have fun too. You know, people who just play campaign. I would love for people who play campaign to be able to experience how OP it is for a bit. You know, because it's fun. The Goblin Hewer surely is going to be insane versus Landship. No, well the Hewer only has 90 range. It can't really reach them. But you wouldn't bring that against dwarves anyways. Against dwarves, you bring Hockle and long rifles all day. All day, every day. The dreaded Goge Box of Doom. All right, so let's get the Nurglings here. Get you guys going here, and get you ogres in those trees, and you guys over there. And then we need to get you guys hustling all the way across. So it's going to take a hot minute here. We need to get our horsemen over to go troll that. Is that a... Oh, he brought Skyhammer. Nice. Kind of wish I had brought Rancid Visitations now. No, it's a shame. So what has he got? He's got the new and improved Iron Drakes. That's cool. He's obviously not going to go into range of my shoot, or maybe he's going to try and Trollhammer these, but we want to get those under the tree line here and get one Pesty over there to go support as well. So he's going to waddle over that way. The Rotflies are getting Daka'd a little bit. He probably has restock, he does, so he's going to be able to replenish his ammo. We need to wait for the pesties to arrive before we attack. Otherwise, it's just stupid, basically. Alright, so let's get Festus and company, move them up into the trees here, move you into the trees. The little turd burglars, one here and one here. So we need to do a very patient envelop of the army, basically. And just, you know, keep them honest here. It's all about being patient. If I just, like, rush in, you know, then I'm gonna lose. I need to, you know, get everybody together. So he has Malachi. He's got the improved iron. Oh, 187 range because Malachi increases their range. That's cool. But he chose a spot that allows me to surround. I'm hoping that will pay huge dividends here. We'll see. Let's just kind of poke him there. Keep these horsemen nearby. I don't want to get shot by those troll hammers until I absolutely have to. All right. So yeah, he's doing good work. We're going to have to maybe use the fleshy on these bad boys at some point. The ogres are hiding in the trees. And almost pestigores, almost. Festus is going to go healing elixirs for starters. And we're going to surround his army. Yeah, Festus is good. He's very good in this matchup. We'll keep these guys back. Eventually, when the chaos starts, we're going to just start chasing him with these, is the plan. Horsemen, let's zoom over here, see if we can keep him honest. Oh, he's coming back this way now. Okay. So first things first, we get our exalted heroes to waddle into his army because he doesn't have a good answer against them. So they're just going to start the engagement and, you know, give him the dirty a little bit. Let's get you guys up. Let's get these hounds around the backside of the army. And the Plague Ogres, I don't know if he's got Doomseekers. He does have Doomseekers. Okay, so the Doomseekers are here. He's definitely very deep in the corner realm right now, so we need to be careful. Let's get these pesties engaging here. These hounds are going to try and find a way to slip in. They're gonna try and make it happen. Let's get the Pestigores here, and the Plague Ogres, and these Plague Ogres can go there. Let's get the Nurglings going in, and the Rotflies can come and just jump on those. All right. So Marauder Horsemen in the meantime, let's circle around the back of the army. Festus is going to move in. We need to get the... oh, he does have Doomseekers. Yeah, I didn't think how good they would be against the champion guys. That's actually something. All right, so the Ogres are coming to get you. We're going to get these Ogres coming to get you too. And these Hounds are going to find a way to slip in on top of the missiles. Skyhammer is bombarding me pretty good, but it did take some damage there. But ooh-wee, that did some work. All right, so here comes the healing. Let's get you guys in. These Plague Ogres, we can see the Dwarf Warriors on the flanks are getting bashed pretty good. We do get slowed, so very well played there. And let's get them going after this. Meanwhile, Throwing Axes continue to try and take you down. And let's go get on this. I am pretty practiced in this matchup. I played it a lot. But we're going to see if that translates. I haven't played it in land battle, I guess. In Dom I have. I think everybody's engaged except one Nurgling unit. All right, we'll see if he can find a way in. Yeah, so the Doomseekers here are doing nasty work. They're doing the work of the gods. Festus getting his butt kicked a little bit, so I definitely need some turd burglars in there. The ogres on the flank, have they collapsed it yet? Not quite. Horsemen, let's get them back. Have them throwing into these units. And we got the two champions in here, so let's switch on to Immortus to try and drain these guys and get the Nurglings in to help. All right, so there we go. A couple horsemen units there. The hounds have still shut down a lot of the shooting, but let's get the ogres to push through. And just force path through. Use their mass. Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, they're getting wrecked a little bit. Yeah, let's get you onto this. You onto this. All right, ogres. Come on. Come on. I wanted to use a... We might do a big fleshy over here. Because that's going to heal the ogres up, which I think are going to be a carry piece for us. So we need to get back here and get this champion fighting these Doomseekers. So we did get the fleshy on those guys. So the ogres are getting the heals. They're coming to get you. Let's get these horsemen around the back. I should be flanking and diving with those right now. The Doomseekers are holding us back very effectively, though. They're doing a great job. Let's get these pesties back here, help out. And Marauder Horsemen come around the top. We might be losing this one. Yeah, our ogres are kind of getting their butts kicked a little bit. Nurglings are still grinding well. Okay, so Festus and company seems to be doing good. Let's go back to healing elixirs. Let's get you guys on this. And these ogres need to get on these guys here. Yeah, and then the hounds can jump there, too. Ogres breaking is tough. That's tough. That's not... That ain't fun for us. These Doomseekers are absolute chads. They are not hearing any bells whatsoever, but we do get into the backfield, managed to shut down a bit. See the bombardments doing some damage. We got hounds on those. Are the ogres going to rally at any point? Pesties, excuse me. Fighting okay. We are getting Gatling gunned. Festus may be able to work some witchcraft. He is getting... Those Doomseekers are giga-chatting him, though. He is getting wrecked. Him and his little blob. Yeah, the Trollhammers are putting in a lot of work. They're very good. He's also doing a very excellent job with them, too. Okay, healing elixirs. Yeah, we're going to need to try and win this with healing somehow. We do get some ogres coming back, so let's get them in the trees here. Does he have regular slayers? He doesn't. I don't think he does. No. Let's chase down those dwarf warriors. Festus's healing blob is going. Let's go ahead and heal you up. Skyhammer's getting some DACA. Those rotfly things kind of sucked. I think I just lost them when I wasn't paying attention. That's unfortunate. Getting into the tree line and hope that our character blob can carry this. Those Doomseekers are almost dead. The Nurglings are actually fighting surprisingly well. Alright, let's go around the outside and see if we can hunt these guys down. Yeah, let's get the Pesties to go jump on them. Let's get you guys out this way. Ogres are broken. We don't have a whole lot left. I mean, we have our character blob here. Some Pestigors. Oh, Longbeards. Okay, that makes sense. Longbeards are pretty chad. Yeah, the Doomseekers are doing incredibly well, though. Those are probably the thing I'm having the most trouble with, I would say. If I had to say. Malachi Chaddison is holding well. But those Trollhammers and Doomseekers against my infantry spam, really good. Kind of like, intuitively, you're like, yeah, they got their bases covered now. They can deal with large and with small stuff, right? But Festus is still alive. He's restocking ammunition. I think that's just GG, though. He played very well. It was a good game. Good hold. It's not easy to stop those envelops like that, and he did a great job with it. Okay, so let's jump on these guys. I'm glad he played a dwarf game for us, too. But this isn't a matchup where Rot Knights really shine, so I'm sorry I didn't get to show you guys that. Save up for a little bit of healing. Yeah, those Exalted Heroes kind of got their butts kicked and didn't do a whole lot. I'm looking at their stats right now. I'm like, yeah, damn. Let's get you guys in there. I feel like the Pestigors maybe did okay, though. Besties was the correct term. No, they're not. GG, well played. Let me message him. GG. Yeah, definitely dug that. That was cool to see. So you can see the power of the Doomseekers. Because normally Nurgle could get into your lines with like those characters and really bully you. But his Doomseekers karate chopped my characters. And they farmed them. Look at the value. 1,200 here. 2,600 value on the Doomseekers. The Plague Ogres seemed kind of crappy there, honestly. They were my big centerpiece, but I think I would have been better suited to just have more infantry. So you cut the Ogres, you cut the Rotflies, and I think you're okay. But yeah, Doomseekers were Giga Chads. Malachi, I couldn't really tell what he was doing, but he was probably just buffing the Trollhammers. The Trollhammers didn't really do much, actually. Compared to the Doomseekers. The Doomseekers were the ones who did really well. Oh my god, they beat the hell out of my character squad. Very cool to see. No, Nurgle's good. Nurgle's has been doing well in our test games. Just, you know, I need to cut the Ogres, and that's what it's about. It's learning. The Plague Ogres definitely did not do well. All right. So next up, we will do another Empire game, and then I'll switch to Dwarves after that. Emp for me. Pick anyone. We will do it. Okay. Let's see what he's got. Tamarkon's good on foot. I don't know about the Toad Dragon. Like, where would the Toad Dragon be viable? Maybe against Slanesh, you could use it, because the Whip Warriors are very common. You know? Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, I'm trying to think of other spots. Let's see what Goji wants to play. He can pick anyone he wants. Or if he wants to play Empire, he can do that too. Or do you want Emp? I'm good with anything. Alright, let's see what the Goj wants. Yeah, we had Nurgle in our testing games last night, beat Kislev. Nurgle also, we beat the Empire with them. So yeah, there's been plenty of matchups. What do you got, dude? What is the Goj gonna bring? I'm seeing what he wants. Okay, so he's gonna go on Dwarves, maybe? You can do Angui. I don't know, I'm a little bit out of touch with what, you know, maps are good now, so we could do Pillar of Bone. He wants to go Greenskins. Okay, we played this matchup a handful of times. The Empire won, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, Tower of Hoth. Is Tower of Hoth a good map? It is. Yeah, we'll do Tower of Hoth. All right, so we're going to experiment a little bit here. I'm not going to use Elspeth. I want to try a different character. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. Okay, cool, cool. The fearsome combatant. The Titan's headsman. Get the explosion thing. It's pretty funny. No, we don't need that. All right, looks good. We'll cut you and you. I'm digging it. No, Nurgle is decent Valnir, trust me. They ain't bad. So against him last time, I used the dreaded steam tanks. So he's going to be expecting that. That's for damn sure. It's going to be 4 Orc Boar Boy Biggins, I guarantee you, because they're just obscenely strong still. They're very, very good. We could do some weird shit, too, with the Empire. Man, we could do some weird, weird builds. Okay, so... yeah, that's fun. Against greenskins, you typically don't want to give them a good quality front line to smash. You want to just give them chaff. Has been one of the best bets. Okay. All right, looking good, looking good. Got that and that. And we can have you riding on this. He does have the Feral Wyvern now too. So yeah, that's interesting. I have to like respect the Feral Wyvern because he has the landship is good. It's very strong. We've had pretty solid success with the dreaded landship in the games we've played. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, the Feral Wyvern is a little scary. I don't know, like, if my hero characters can take it on. Franz could maybe fight it. Yeah, they both have Blood Roar. I guess Toddy gets crushed the weak, which is cool. Double Gatling Gun Steam Tank is like the power fantasy. It's so good. Yeah, I think like the double tank would probably be pretty solid. The double volley gun tank, and then just using oh, those are regular steam tanks. Man, the volley gun tank is even cheaper than the other one, isn't it? No, they're the same price. Okay, they're the exact same price. Because trying to compete with the Boar Boy Biggins is like next to impossible. It's very hard. Elspeth can Buna them though, which is good. All right, so yeah, the Null and Ironsides probably are useless here too. The landship is, you know, greenskins always love terror, so I think we got to give them a little razzle dazzle in the terror department. Okay. Aside from this, Boar Boy Biggins, Squigs are a thing. Yeah, we get a couple of those and a couple of these. I don't know about the like efficacy of wagons anymore. I'm not sure. Yeah, wagons might just be a bit of a memey one. Okay, so I like this build. I think it's solid. It doesn't have like the unbreakable core, which I think you usually need to fight the greenskins. Throw those guys in. Yeah, a lot of Boar Boy Biggins going to be coming my way. A whole bunch of those bad boys. Greenskin mobility is pretty respectable. Grenade launcher is also really good against them too. But I think we're not going to have problems with the infantry. It's more like the Boar Boys that are always a problem. Yeah, them Boar Boys... they're pretty pissed. All right, so we got that. We got this. Looks fine. Cut those resources where we need it. And yeah, let's see how this all plays out. Let's see how it all plays out. All right. So no mobility. Man, my build is so one-dimensional. All right. Here goes nothing. We'll play Nurgle again after this. Yeah, I'll show you guys some Nurgle. I know, Goji, you're loading quickly today. You've been making me eat my words, bro. Yeah. We could try... I mean, Nurgle already dominates Slanesh in land battle. It's like stupid. It's not even fair. It's like a 95% win rate for Nurgle if the Nurgle player knows what they're doing. So we probably... I don't know. I'll try and find... we'll try and figure out some other ideas. I have some really good Nurgle replays coming this week, though, that I've already recorded. Faction Wars? Yeah, I was thinking of doing a Faction War soon, actually, in the next couple weeks. There's CA is doing an event, which I'm going to be casting. I organize the qualifiers and stuff, so we'll be doing that. No landship this time. So what we have is, let me get the screen blocker gone, is we got Theodore Bruckner with Toddy.
Theodore Bruckner.
So cool. And so we got a little leadership goon squad there. So we're going to give like as little surface area to our army as possible so that when we get swarmed, it's not going to be as bad. We might get like slightly enveloped, but overall it won't be too bad. The Chacha Souls! We're going to like engage out here, I'm thinking. Yeah, because we don't want him... He's going to be in the woods, right? So we want to avoid that. So we got 2 war wagons. We have the Gatling gun steam tank. Let's get this army back a little bit. Yeah, looks like we're far enough from the corner, so it's fine. I don't want a corner camp, obviously. We got this, and then Toddy can be here. Theodore can be with Toddy, so they can roll dirty together. 5 will be the Outriders, and then the Bright Wizard can be lurking in the trees in Group 6. Yeah, the Feral Wyvern's making me sweat a little bit as well. All right. Good luck, have fun. Big army. Makes sense. The greenskin was fat.
Ready for war!
Theodore Bruckner. Dude, he's so cool. The Titan Headsman. Oh, awesome. Fireball is useful. He's going to Scarsnick me, actually. Shit, I forgot greenskins have Rampage, yeah. So he's going to try and Scarsnick my wagons to their doom. Yeah, a little bit dodgy there. I'm a little bit more nervous now. Oh, it's okay. We'll get the steam tank volley gun shooting away. We're going to have like a... Empire could probably do some crazy mobility builds. Yeah, craziness. So Goji picked his army first, but I was able to ready up. That guy's so cool. Oh god, look at him. He's got that winged helmet. I want to kit bash him for my tabletop army. Spearman! Ready! Alright, so let's get everybody rolling up. He's got squigs this time. He didn't use them last time too much against me. He's got the dreaded double feral wyvern. Alright then. That's cool. We got you guys. Let's get this. Wagons should be pretty good against a lot of things here. We can rampage the squigs. Wow, so Goji went with a double wyvern build, guys. What the hell is this? The Gatling gun is ideally going to rampage the squigs. And we can get our outriders up and just kind of protect here. And these guys are going to rotate over here. We're just kind of like both shifting around the battlefield, which is pretty fun. Alright, so we want the wagons to save their ammo and just shoot the squigs. And then we want the outriders to come up and shoot the squigs also. Oh, he's going to rampage me right now. He's just trying to Scarsnick me. Yeah, he's just trying to get me with old Scarsnick. Okay, let's do that. Get back. We've got one squig herd wavering. Yeah, Scarsnick cheese is like super common in both Dom and Land Battle. Not even Scarsnick, but you know, invisible characters. Alright. So yeah, I know Scarsnick's nearby. It's like the way he's playing is like super telegraphing that. The other wyvern is over there, so let's roll that way and just shoot the Boarboy Biggins. We can rampage. We can move in here and just like ram some of these guys. I don't want to move in with Toddy and Theodore because I don't want them to get caught. But yeah, we'll be careful here. Let's get these and these. Okay, so Scarsnick's all the way over there. Interesting. Oh, he's got Rusty Airs there too. Okay. This could be a little bit dodgy. I don't know how this is going to go. These wyverns might just wreck me. Yeah, so let's rotate it down this way. Pull you guys back. We can put Fire at Will on. And let's get Theodore and company to go after the wyvern. Oh boy. Oh boy, this build is not... I'm not feeling as confident as I did with my other build, that's for sure. Shoot those Boarboy Biggins. And get these outriders around. We now know where Scarsnick is. So this is like really funky, the positioning of this. Yeah, let's get this tank back. And the outriders, we don't want to be shooting Gabos. We want to be shooting those if we can. Theodore Bruckner and our wizard needs to run this way. Alright, so now we're getting good volley fire into the big man. Let's get the wagons back. And let's get our characters in there to go hammer them. And try. And the steam tank can also roll in. Should give me like a pretty quick tear route here. So we're going to see how that goes. Yeah, the Boarboy Biggin spam is still super meta, right? It's very, very good. Alright, so let's get you guys. The Titan Headsman doing God knows what. Okay, so one Boarboy Biggin is down for the count. Let's get you in there. And pull these guys back. Steam tank needs to retreat back too. Theodore, is he stuck in something? I don't know. He's doing some funniness. Alright, shoot these guys. These are on fire at will. Let's put you guys down this way. And we were able to break one Boarboy Biggin. Let's get this caster back, and we can go ahead and Burning Head the archers here. Alright, so we'll see if we can get them. And now we got Feral Wyverns all over the place. So spears into here. Let's get Toddy and company going after the Feral Wyvern. And I don't know what's going on here. Wow, that was some clunkiness. Let's get the steam tank back, have it start shooting here. And we did get rid of his archers, which is great. How are the wagons doing? The wagons are retreating. Oh, Toddy giving that Feral Wyvern the dirty. That's going to be a what? Is he trying to get me with a Buna? It looks like it is a Buna attempt. Okay. So we got that. Wow, Toddy and Theodore, power combo. The new power couple, dude. Yeah, look at them. They smashed that Feral Wyvern. That did not happen last time, I can assure you. All right, let's fireball you. Let's pull these outriders back. Steam tank's doing good. We need to get a route on these guys if we can. So the Buna was able to successfully karate chop one of my guys, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Wagons are still shooting away, and the steam tank is going to shoot here. Let's get it ramming into combat. Yeah, we can't quite break these Boarboy Biggins, unfortunately. Maybe we just kite them around the battlefield. Well, like I feel like I need my characters here, so fleeing is going to be stupid. All right, let's get this. So that's going to be a big leadership route on those guys, and we can just like successfully run with them. Yeah, good. Wagons are shooting against the character here. Looks nice. Oh, the leadership combo. Yeah, buddy, let's go. All right, let's cut back this way and bring these spears to intercept. So the Outriders are maneuvering pretty well. We do get a big break on them there. And let's get the Gatling gun tank shooting here. You guys pulling this way. We'll get the spears to intercept here. The Outriders, it requires a lot of micro, but I like that. Like, I feel like I'm earning it when I micro them, unlike wagons. All right, let's go get this. Let's do that. Theodore on the ground is gonna, continue trying to terror out things. Get the spears in there. Oh, dude, the Bruckner combo is so good. Yeah, I like that. Like, Empire actually has like a fighty character who can kind of go fisticuffs now. It's really cool. Okay, Outriders, keep piecing out. Toddy dominates that Feral Wyvern. Because Elspeth in my game got her butt kicked by that thing, so it's, yeah, it's interesting to see the change there. Okay, let's use the Power Stone. Where's Theodore? Theodore's helping out versus the Squigs. Let's get the spears here, move these Outriders that way, and just kind of try and set them up. The Tattered Souls are really, really solid here. They're giving me like a backbone of which to fight upon. Let's turn the Outriders here, look for more burning heads. I'm just going to save Wom for now. Okay, Theodore has helped to route that side, and the Greenskins are wawing all over the backfield. Gatling gun tank, only 1200 value, nothing too crazy. Like, nothing in this particular build feels OP. The one that I have in this here, the Landship definitely felt strong. But, yeah, the Landship is actually cheaper than the volley gun tank, too. Maybe the Landship is just the way to go. I don't know, I'm just theory crafting with you guys while I think aloud here. Alright. Dude, Theo Bruckner, yes. Let's get it. How much armor on the Wyvern? 60? Probably worth the fireball. Let's get the Gatling tank to do this. Keep running here, get these spears to intercept, pull you guys down and around. We do get a fireball in that bad boy. But the Tattered Souls! It's Professor Pone's favorite unit. The Tattered Souls! Are they still getting away? They are. Yeah, so you always want to like try and lure people through your spears, right? So we're going to lure them through the spears. And then we're going to start shooting this Wyvern here. Goji scrapping hard. Skarsnik is definitely a good fighter, but he's going to lose that fight. 100%. Let's get another fireball. Dude, the Outriders are sick. Yeah. Fireball the foul beast. Let's just army loss him here. Let's just go after everything else. I like having a steam tank that's more battle focused, like it's more about close quarters fighting. I think that's really fun. We had this sweaty micro those freaking guys though, that's for sure. For the Emperor! Yeah, the Landship might just be better than the volley gun tank, I'm not sure. Not sure. I didn't use the debuff that too much for Theodore, should have been using that. Let's chase down the Wyvern. Dude, the Tattered Chads, 600 value hanging in there, taking a beating. Yeah, I'm curious about how the wagons did compared to the Outriders. I don't know, maybe the wagons did get routed, but I did get sloppy with my micro on them as well. Yeah, they do have repeaters, the Outriders, they do. Yeah, correct. There's no way he can deal with my blob, though. It's impossible. Like, it's negative 16 leadership. Look, instantly just routes when they get close. Because there's a tank for terror, like 2 sources of terror. Skarsnik at negative 16. Yeah, that's a cool combo for Sigmar. That's right, the Landship doesn't cause terror. You know, we don't need to save that. I already have a replay of that one going up soon. The Landship doesn't cause terror, so okay, that's the advantage the volley gun tank has. Yeah. Theodore, not crazy value, but good support. Toddy was great. Outriders kind of got hunted. Wagons still did really well. Okay, guys. So the Wagons still really good performance. Arguably, maybe 4 Wagons with Earthblood is still the meta. I don't know. But we're going to go Nurgling time now. So, Nurgle. Nurgle for me. Alright, it's Nurgling time. Burning Head is better, though, because it, like, insta-kills the units. An illegal build? What is illegal, dude? I mean, it depends on what... I'm playing what you're allowed to play on Quick Battle, so... If I were honestly to host land battle tournaments again, I might just use unit caps. Just keep it simple for people. Especially for newer players and whatnot. Ironsides are armored handgunners for some reason, no repeaters. Yeah, they're a weird unit. Let's see what Goj wants to use here. Let's see what it's going to be. Yes, yes. Yeah, Wagons still seemed good, but the Outriders are definitely mobile. And they did, like, all of my opponent's aggro was on the Outriders. Like, he was chasing them nonstop. So maybe they didn't get a chance to, like, perform like they could have. All right, so we're gonna Nurgle it. Let's see what he wants to play. Anyone you want, bruv. And then after this, I'll play a dwarf game. Play some Dowie. Any chance you would try the first Warhammer mod for Warcraft 3? Yeah, I'll probably try that again, yeah. No, I know, Olaf. Yeah, I know. But I'm not playing Fruit Rule, so we're just playing. Ogre Kingdoms. Holy shit. Okay, this is going to be interesting. The Ogre Kingdoms. So we'll do the Bone Zone. We all love the Bone Zone. All right, so I have an idea. Oh, but Tammy is so good here. He's an anti-large duelist. We have to go Tammy. We're going to do Foot Tammy, probably. All right, let's get this build all squared away here. Epidemius would actually be good here, too. His ability to summon an Exalted Plague Bearer, I think, could be very formidable. And, like, buffing the demons. Yeah. Okay, so we got that. Tammy is here, and he's pissed. With Tammy, you definitely want a Lord of Nurgle caster. I think that's kind of an auto take. Interesting, yeah. So we do have some anti-large here, but he's got good shooting, so we have to put some respect on it. We got to put some serious respect on that. A couple of these, yeah, I think in the secondary. Let's get 4 of those. We'll do this, we'll do this. And we will get you as well. So let's get the gates. Warrior's Bane, yes. Okay. Yeah, honestly, Epidemius would be nice here. Maybe this is an opportunity to use him. He's a decent little fighter. Yeah, Epidemius is okay on his little pimp chair, I guess. But Tammy is like a straight up anti-large fighter, so he's like... He just feels like the go-to, you know? For me here. Okay, so let's slap you in there. The anti-large ogres, like with the great weapons, might be viable too. He's going to have a shit ton of shooting, though. He's going to have... Yeah, the toad dragons are anti-infantry, though, and ogres are all, like, large, so it's kind of pointless. In my humble opinion. Other choices against the Ogre Kingdoms. Yeah, the Angels of Decay, that would be fun if they were actually good, but they're just such a janky unit. They're real jank. Pestigore is probably pretty terrible there, and Nurglings, I guess, are okay for like flanking and pushing into like Noblars on the sides. That's pretty much it. I don't even know if how well they beat Noblars, though, to be fair. Hound units. Yeah, hounds against ogres. They have saber tusks, so they kind of get the advantage on you there, which is a little frightening. Full cav rush. I have a. It's not a full cav rush, but it's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, you could do that, but what if they just come in with all these man-eaters and shit, and you just get and shooting, and you just get shot to pieces? Yeah, it could be an ogre mirror match. That's true. It kind of is. Bile trolls here may be viable. They have good AP. They can definitely hurt Iron Guts a bit. But Nurgle's armies are expensive and very elite. They're very elite now. We can cut you. I think we can do a little bit more of a fun build. Baseline Marauders will get their butts kicked. Kind of thinking about this. Hey, Turin, I know we just talking about, but no, thank you for introducing me to Dune Spice Wars. Dude, Dune Spice Wars is so addictive. I love that game. Oh, God, it's so good. It's so good. I love Dune Spice Wars. I play a game pretty much every single day. Kazik is an anti-infantry character, but he's still really sticky and annoying. I'm thinking maybe, like, he's okay. You know, like on some of these, like, weird flank engagements. Because he can get on top of, like, a lead belcher unit and be disruptive and, you know, assassinate and do all that kind of goodness. Okay, so we got you guys. Now let's throw in... Yeah, basic toads are not going to be great here, I don't think. Alright, I dig this. This build looks like it's a lot of fun. More Dissension sucks against them anyways. Trailer Park Tammy, what is it? It's Trailer Park Tammy now, huh? Is that what it is? Okay. It's pretty fun. Yeah, what else can we get? I have no idea what the Nurgle land battle meta is. Not Nurgle, excuse me, Ogre Kingdoms, but in Zom Nurgle is going to be way better. Pestigores alone will make the roster just so much better, and Rot Knights are very good too. Got to watch out for the shooting though. The Ogre shooting is pretty frightening. It is pretty frightening indeed. Let's got you guys. Got this. Get a little bit of that. Is there any way I can save some money here? Don't really need that anymore. All right. Good luck, have fun to Goji, man. Big shout out to him for playing. He's been helping me get all the early replays, which is awesome. Without him, I'd be pretty doomed. Yeah. It's weird to me that Kha'Zix is a legendary hero on an anti-large cav unit. The riders are the ones who are anti-large more so on the rot beasts. Like the basic rot beast doesn't imbue anti-large anywhere. So yeah, Kha'Zix or whatever his name is, Zoltan, Kha'Zix. He's just an annoying character in general. He's kind of like can stick on his targets very well, and yeah, he's pretty menacing. We'll see though. Nurgle looking extra thick here. 3 unclean ones. You could do, how many rot knights you could do? You could do like 3 or 4 rot knights. Yeah. The Ogre Kingdoms. Yes. Empire's for sure my favorite of all the bunch though. They're so solid now. Oh my god. Empire's got so many new toys to play with. Like Theodore's awesome. Like everything the Empire got except the Null and Ironsides is cool. The Null and Ironsides are kind of a disappointment, but everything else is just rad. Yeah. Absolutely rad. Yeah, the riders have spears and like these claws. Okay, so Goji's doing his build here, and we're going to see what he's going to bring. Yeah, an Epidemius Demon Blob could be really good here too, I think. I think you could have a ton of success with that. Tammy will be a good fighter. He's coming. I want to do a thumbnail with Tamarcon as like a Karen, just with like a bowl cut, one of those Karen like bowl cut things, like Tammy. Yeah. Oh my god, is he going to bring Greasus? Greasus could actually probably take on Tamarcon in a straight fight. But the funny part is Greasus wouldn't be able to run away from Tamarcon from the feast because he's too slow. So he would get stuck in Tamarcon's aura if he killed him. Oh my god, he's going to go Greasus. Oh man, you guys just made me think of that. Oh, he's totally going to go Greasus. Greasus actually not bad here. You know, because he's anti-large against all the Plague Ogres and stuff. Okay, here we go. So I got a little like flanking core, some Rot Knights and some Marauders are going to flank. And some Hounds, they're going to like push up there. The main core is going to be a Plague Bearer wall, because Plague Bearers have always been pretty respectable against the Ogres. Plague Bearers. All will rot. So we'll like Geeps at them a little bit so they can get their grenades off. Okay, and we got Festering Stooges because they're just awesome. And we have one more Plague Bear here. So I'm going to get shot to pieces on the advance, obviously. Tammy's going to lead the charge up front with the Sorcerer. And Kha'Zix is going to go over there. Let's get you on the outside here just to do some flanking. Control Group 1. We got the Hounds, and you guys can move up as well. Here we go. Oh, interesting, Benjamin. Interesting. That's too bad. Yeah, Ironsides are just a little bit kind of lame, honestly. He's going to deploy over here probably and just make my flank suck. We'll see, though. I mean, the hill over here is a really nice spot to deploy. So we'll see what he decides to do. Hopefully the stream hasn't been lagging today. Hey, no drop frames. Yeah, it looks like they fixed the internet in the area. It was pretty bad for a while, but... Oh! Just click on... You hear that sound? What does he sound like? Oh, Jesus. It's like a jump scare. Okay, he's literally just growling. Okay, sounds cool. Dude, watch Tammy just solo this entire army. If Greasus beats Tamarcon, I'm uninstalling Steam. It's Greasin' time. All right. Dude, he's coming with the grease. I mean, Greasus is about... They're literally like almost identical, but you know, Tamarcon is much more mobile than Greasus. Greasus has to be good at something, dude. You know, he has to be good at something. So we're going to take Tammy out on the flank. See if we can, like, find a flank engagement here. Let's get those Marauders coming around the side. And he is coming. He's coming to get me, dude. You know, let's tighten it up a little bit. And we have some big, scary cavalry over there. Let's get our Sorcerer there to support, too. Get these Marauders here. And the Hounds can just be ready to nibble. Got to be very careful. So we want to save the holy hand grenades and make sure to use them on the better targets. So let's get you going. Let's get you going here. Tammy is just doing a little bit of fighting here. So let's maneuver, get those marauders around. You guys go here, and let's get the unholy hand grenades and the unholy hand grenades on the iron guts properly. Try and kill them. Get you out there. All right. So we're clearly going to have a big blob fight here, right? Tamarkon's getting attacked. So let's get the Rot Knights to... yeah, we need to keep waddling. Looking good. We want to get the Rot Knights in, and we can just kind of hammer here. Greasus is on his mobility scooter here. He's coming for me. All right, so I got to respect the Grease. Let's do this. Yeah, you see, we got our big fight here. Greasus, I have no idea how that's going to go, to be honest. We could get our 2 characters and try and take Greasus on, actually. I don't think that'd be a bad idea. Let's get the Rot Knights to engage here. Okay, Tamarkon's going to go for it. We do get Burning Headed. Extra evil. The grenades did some respectable damage, and now we just pull back because, you know, we're going for it. Oh, Tamarkon immediately out of the gates, pretty good. And now we have some of the big boys, so let's go ahead and attack them here. Tamarkon going to use the Black Cleaver, which is insanely good. Okay, Tammy's doing really good. Yeah, let's use Nurgle's favorite son as well. Let's get these guys over there. The Plague Bears are holding their own. They're doing great. And yeah, we have heals too. So we're going to do an Overcasted Fleshy. Tammy seems to be doing great against Tamarkon, or against Greasus so far. We're going to spread some plagues with Kazin. And, oh my god, he's like seriously a jump scare. Rot Knights are taking a little bit of damage, so we're going to get them back. They've overextended a little bit, so we want to pull them back here. And engage there, and engage here. Alright, so we got that. A lot of his units are kind of awkwardly placed. Tamarkon is now taking some damage from the Grease, but it seems like Grease Lightning and him are having a pretty even fight. It's 28 WOM for that, so we're going to get a big Overcasted Fleshy here in a second. Nice, nice. Now we have Exalted Plague Bearers to stand on top of. Let's get Tamarkon back a little bit. The rest of the build seems to be going well. The fact that we're even is a really good sign for me. And the Rot Knights are trading extremely well into these guys. Alright, yeah. Shout out to our boy Tamarkon. Let's get that Fire Belly. You see, Tammy's not bad. He's hanging in there. Alright. Do we need the heals? I think so. Yeah, it's going to heal the big boys here. And then we have Fecundity too. Alright, so yeah, our character squad is giving Greasus the dirty. And now we countercharge in with Plague Bearer support, and the rest of his army's losing too. Nice. Oh, the Exalted Plague Bearers are so good in this matchup. I love Plague Bearers against Ogres. They're so fun. Alright. Ogre fight! Kazin is, or Kazak, or whatever the hell his name. I'm never going to get his name right, by the way. We can do a Fecundity too. So basically, we just need to make sure our Rot Knights are getting the ideal fights. Like, this game's basically over, I think. I don't think he's going to be able to deal. And Tammy is beating the hell out of Greasus. Alright, so let's pull back and then countercharge him while the Plague Bearers are there. And that's going to make the fight very ugly. Because Nurgle, this is where we shine in blob fights, right? Like, Ogres are good at blob fights, but not quite as much. Rot Knights here taking a bit of a spanking. We probably want to get them away before it gets too ugly, if we can. You know what? Let's just stay and fight, I guess. We're not going to get away. Like, our blob of Exalted Plague Bearers, he has no answers for those. 0. No answers whatsoever. Alright, so Tamarkon is in great shape. He's halberding. Greasus is actually dying to Kazak? Yeah, wow. Greasus is kind of getting whooped on by my hero character a little bit. But he's got his drumsticks, and look, if I didn't have healing, it would be a whole different beast. Oh my god. Yeah, he has fire magic, which is good against Nurgle, but I think if you're going to go with the Grease train, you need to... Oh, the Black Cleaver. So this is insane. My whole army here is going to get a huge stat buff. Not whole army, but everybody in this blob. Alright, let's do Nurgle's favorite sons. Alright, let's keep going. Tammy's doing great. Greasus... Oh, he's running! Okay, Tamarkon can just stay here and keep fighting. Let's go ahead and spread some diseases here. So that sword's pretty good. It's going to spread a melee defense disease. And look, oh, it fills up our bar so quickly! So Nurgle fills up its army bar, like we said earlier, with debuffs and hexes and things like that. So if you have like a couple characters that have targeted debuffs, you're going to be the Punisher, right? Oh, dude, these Plague Bearers are such chads. Okay, so we have another Fecundity. Let's go ahead and do that now. Heal him up. Greasus is making a run for it. So let's kill these Noblars. There's no sense in us moving away. Let's just get you guys back. And I could move Tammy to go take down Greasus. Okay, I think he's going to get it here. So let's control group these two. Here we go, baby. No, Ogres are very playable. They're totally fine. You just have to bring ranged against Nurgle. Trying to fight them melee like this is too hard, I think. Oh, it's time. Tammy's the new ogre in town, baby. It's all ogre now. Oh, yeah. Oh, Greasus gets steel chaired. Okay, that was awesome. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Curse of the Slug. Yeah, you can see that. It's a little bit easier to get. I really like this character, though. The Befouled, he's really strong. And he regenerates passively, too, so that makes him pretty good. That's going to be army losses here soon. Dude, that guy jump scares us with the audio. And I think that the audio, no, it has my proper settings. It's still just a jump scare. He's a really good assassin. And honestly, even though he's BVI, bonus versus infantry, he has good enough stats that he can fight big things, too. The rev up overhead, though, I know. It's awesome. We got Rancid. Let's just put this game out of its misery here. All right, so we're going for it. We're going to do this. And Kaizen's going to move over there. Oh, yeah, buddy. Look at that. Nice, nice. Ah, jump scare. Tammy winding up like an Elden Ring boss? Yeah, that's so true, isn't it? Oh, my God. Did they change army losses from land battle? I feel like it takes longer than it used to, but I guess not. I'm a big Tamarcon enjoyer, guys. He's awesome. On foot, he's awesome. On his dragon, he's a little haggard, but yeah. Can we get a 1v1 test Greasus versus Tammy? We need to know the King Chungus in town. Is that what you guys want to see? Sure, we could do that. I'll message Goji. After this, let's do Tammy versus Greasus. Okay. Okay, so he's trying to run. Tamarcon gonna do Nurgle's favorite son and the Black Cleaver, which is really good for blob fights. Tammy, they'll probably, yeah, Tammy will win because of the Executioner thing, I think. Look at Goji, he's sweating so hard right now. I don't think he has a chance, though. We have enough for another Overcasted Fleshy. Hell, that caster's still alive, are you serious? Oh my God, let's just like migrate back towards the main army here. Yeah, we got our Nurgle Sorcerer. We can Rancid something big. Here we go, GG. That was fun. Tammy versus Grease. That might be a fun one to cast later. Kolek gameplay? Kolek replay is going up tomorrow. We have Warriors of Chaos versus the Empire with Kolek, and it's an amazing game. Amazing. It's insane. Nurgle's definitely the most balanced of the three, but Rot Knights are really good. I mean, like, honestly, here. Tammy is good on foot. Epidemius is decent. The Nurgle Lord is unsure. The Plague Ogres are whatever, they're fine. Like, nothing Nurgle got is like OP, but everything's like formidable enough. All right, so let's do Tammy. Okay. Bring Grease by himself. So Goji has to go after this one, so this is going to be the last of it here. We're going to see who's going to win the Duel of Fates. What does I have? The Talion of Pestilence, that's for, yeah, the Maggot Host. There you go. Okay. It's time. All abilities. I'm telling him to bring all the abilities. Just go full hog here. I might have a replay or two we can look over after this as well, but I don't know about the land ship yet. I need to see it be used in tournaments first, because if you're just playing against a buddy, I don't know. I haven't experienced playing against the land ship that much myself, so I can say without a shadow of a doubt that the Thunder Barge is OP, but the land ship I have yet to tell. Because none of the other people who I've watched videos of using the land ship are like, you know, high-level sweaty tournament players, so I need to see it in the hands of degenerate players, which we will soon, and then I can draw my conclusions. Yeah. All right. It's time. It's Tammy versus Grease and the ogre fight. Greasus like should win this by all accounts. It's like Greasus' whole thing is like. Oh, that was so cool. The voice line. He's like, "I'll drag you down too." Dude, Tamarcon's so cool. Okay, so this is going to be the fight of fights. Let's do the ward save. Okay, they both connected. He's got stand your ground. Scepter of the Titans plus 24 bonus first large on Greasy, dude. Oh, shit. Greasus might be able to win this, I think. We're going to see. I think Greasus wins this, guys. Although, when his Scepter of the Titans wears off, maybe it'll start to stabilize for Tammy. Greasus should win this. His whole thing is a slow anti-large duelist. Tammy's more dynamic, you know. I don't know, though. It's coming back. We'll see. The Feast might be able to save Tamarcon, though. And his buffs last way longer, but... Ooh, everyone has their price debuffing me there. That's nice. How long is that on for? Okay, we could fast forward, Goji. I wish we had chat in this game. The Feast is going to do a couple thousand HP. If it's even close, Tamarcon will win. Tammy does have that heal on death. Yeah, I think Tammy will probably win it with Feast. Yeah. Poor Greasus, he just can't win anything. Come on, Greasus, be good at... Look at this. Dude, Tamarcon is freaking huge, dude. So is Greasus, but he's sitting down. Oh, Goji fast forwarded, thank you. Okay, here comes the Feast, ready? It's gonna proc soon. Oh, those extra hits might be the difference. Okay, one more hit and it's gonna proc. It's procced. Oh, Greasus, no! Oh, Greasus almost got there, but that was really close. He still almost won despite the Feast, but Tamarcon gets the dub. Look at his fat. He just looks like your average tabletop player. It's great. Oh, yeah, dude. Hell yeah, let's go. Well, that's cool. It's a fun fight, though, still. You know, it's very fun. GG's, man. You done? Let me see. I'm going to see if he's done here. If he is, then that may be it for today. Hopefully my scatterbrained analysis of the patch was good. We tested some stuff, had some fun there. Dodge this, yeah. That settles it. Valnir will not be uninstalling. Yeah. Yeah. No problem, no problem. GG, dude. Thank you. All right, guys. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Unless there's other stuff we wanted to look at, I think we've kind of gone over everything. In summary, yeah, Nurgle, the one thing we forgot to talk about earlier is the fact that they get the change. Their army ability builds up based on debuffs. So having like things that apply debuffs is going to build your army up, which is cool. No, Valnir, Tamarcon's good, man. I'm telling you. Here, you know what? I'm going to show you a replay of Tammy doing very well. So this was a very sweaty game we had. This was, no, where was it? Oh, I casted it. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to go up. It was Tamarcon versus the Greenskins, and it was like a super meta Greenskin build, and Tamarcon carried it. We had this. We did this one. This was a pretty good replay, too. You know, we can watch this one real quick if you guys want. You want a little Dowie action? All right. Let's have an encore. Let's not blue ball, you guys. Toe Dragons kind of suck in my opinion. Yes, it is time. Let the Nurglings feast. Is Tamarcon's thing dying? I mean, no, he's a good fighter too. Yeah, he's a good fighter. Yeah, poison counts as well. He showed Chorfs earlier in the stream, no price changes. I didn't see anything with Chorfs. So this was me and Goji playing another game. So he's on Beastmen and I'm on Dwarves. Yeah, I got you guys. This was my very first game using the Hewer, so you'll get to see it in action. The Sacred Livecast. It is sacred, yes. We're going to have a really fun special event coming up soon as well. All right, so let's break down my army. Now, for my Dwarven army, we have basic Slayers on the sides, because Beastmen are Beastmen, obviously. We have one unit of Doomseekers, which you saw earlier wrecked my Nurgle. They are Giga Chads. They do magic damage, which makes them excellent. Dude, these guys are so cool looking. So we got Doomseekers here. Now, we do have a Goblin Hewer. I figured Beastmen have Razor Gores, they have Minotaurs, they have a lot of big targets, so having a Goblin Hewer here would be good. And aside from that, we have a Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer is going to be our anti-large duelist lord, so he's there to hunt down big threats and looks super badass in the process. He's got Glorious Death, the Hammer of Karak-Draz. He's got Worthy Foe, so when he's fighting a terror-causing monster, which would be Butchers of Kalkengard, he is going to be doing bonuses, which is awesome. We do also have Garagrim Iron Fist. Garagrim has the spin to win, so he's going to get in and clear out infantry and all that goodness. Now for Goji, he's going to be using Centaurs of Tzeentch because they have great weapons. He does also have Pestigors, so Beastmen have Pestigors now too, which is really, really good. So Pestigors on the flanks, a couple Ungor Raiders for some poke. We got Butchers, a Jabberwocky in the back, Morker the Shadowgave, and a Traderkin Spammer, so that's very meta. So I'm going to do some fast forwarding here in this game while both of us posture up. So basically, I was just keeping a fully erect eye on those Butchers of Kalkengard. We get a flank collapse coming in. Centaurs of Tzeentch going to rear charge my Dwarf Warriors. Harpies moving in as well. In response to this, I send the Doomseekers to kill Harpies because they're anti-infantry, and Harpies are infantry size, right? So they're going to move over there. But look at the Hewer. Look at the damage it does to these Butchers of Kalkengard. Oh my god. Oh, look at them. They're getting wrecked by the Hewer and the blasting charges. Oh, the Butchers just got absolutely karate chopped. Oh, that was so fun. And we get a couple more volleys before he shuts them down as well. It does eventually get shut down, but not before these Butchers get sent home crying to their moms here. So that is going to be the Butchers down, running away. Felt quite good. In the meantime, with the flank fight, we do have the Demon Slayer as well as Garagrim Iron Fist taking down the Harpies with the Doomseekers. So the Doomseekers doing a really good job there. In the front line, blasting charges going down into the Ungor herds, Raiders or Rangers trading into Rangers here, while Harpies try and get into the backfield. And by the way, I have Thunder Grudge Rakers. So the Grudge Raker Thunderers were able to shotgun. Look at the HP damage. Oh my god. The Harpies got Shadow Realmed into another dimension by the Grudge Rakers. So the fun in games are all afoot, but once he gets in with his Disruptive Force, he summons a unit of Chaos Spawn on top of the Goblin Hewer here, so which was a really good play. And though I do have Slayers back there, that is going to be shutting down the Goblin Hewer, Doomseekers, as well as the baseline Miners here, the Ekron's Miners trying to fight off the Butchers of Kalkengard who are on their way back in. And the Grudge Raker is shooting into the Centaurs of Tzeentch where they can, but now it's going to be turning about face to line up shots on the Jabberwocky, and we're going to see what kind of volley fire it can get. So, oh yes, glorious volley fire, but unfortunately the Jabberslythe is really quick, and it's going to be able to maneuver around and jump on top of these Thunderers here. So they won't, it's really hard to lock that down. It's really, really tough. Blasting charges and whatnot, clearing out these units here. Basic Slayers who have had their icon changed, clearing out the Harpies on the sides. Bounce of Power looking a little bit favored for the Beastmen right now, actually. But that's largely due to the false inflation from Morkur and 2 units of Chaos Spawn, which have been summoned on the battlefield. So that was a little bit stressful. I thought my front line was falling, but a lot of it was basically just the Chaos Spawn being summoned, for sure. Doomseekers versus Pestigors. I don't know why it's lagging. This is a replay. That's very weird. Oh, but the spin to win! Look at that! That's so cool. So the Doomseekers with their spinning attack there cleave a bunch of the Pestigors, and Pesties are looking pretty beat up. They just started fighting, so it's progress. Slayers on the outside, though, are fighting Pestigors, which is a terrible fight for me, so Goji did catch me in a relatively tough fight, as the Pestigors are going to be up-trading into those units very, very well. In the backfield, we have another unit of Slayers battling the Spawn units, but the Spawn units are going to be disappearing here in a couple seconds. Meanwhile, we do have the Demon Slayer as well as the Garagrim Iron Fist duking it out with the Jabberslythe. So the Jabberslythe here getting karate chopped by the Demon Slayer. Really nice for dwarves to have like a super, this is weird lag. I'm going to have to check my settings after this. But this is really cool to have like an anti-large Dwarf Lord who can go fisticuffs and hunt down monsters and isn't slow, right? So that's very, very nice. Across the battlefield, though, the battle's starting to look a little bit more even. The Slayers here and Pestigors, still trading it out. Doomseekers are now engaging against Ungor herds. Minotaurs trying to hunt them down, but here comes the Doomseekers. Let's roll in there. Yes, dude. They're ginormous, by the way. Those Doomseekers are huge. They're big indeed. So Goji's going into full Beastmen Kite mode here, where he basically just runs circles and makes my Slayers waddle after him, which is tough. But I need to just get it to the point where my Lords and Heroes, my Garagrim and my Demon Slayer, are going to be able to potentially take down old Jabberslythe. But Dwarves are definitely going to be a lot better in this update. They're going to be boosted, I would say, another threshold in both of the game modes, as well as the Empire. Nurgle will definitely be better in Dom mode. Yeah, and I mean in both as well. Pestigors being the main difference maker with Rot Knights as well. I think Rot Knights are going to be pretty meta, and I think you'll see them in a lot of situations as well. Sorry about the lag, guys. I have no idea what's happening here. I think it's like a graphic thing, so I'm going to have to check, because I'm on a weird build for the game. It's not the main one, so the settings are all like a little bit funky on this build, but yeah. Doomseekers, though, cleaving Pestigors. They've already gotten 1,200 value, so they paid for themselves. You can see Doomseekers are going to be very... Oh, this map is bugged and replays on it suffer from time to time. Understood. Thank you, Tactical Lich. I greatly appreciate it, boss. Thank you, thank you. But check this out. The Chad Demon Slayer. Oh, dude, the power pose. Yes. And Garagrim are laying a beat down here on this Bray Shaman, right? Garagrim is a good anti-infantry hunter, and his spin to win attack, of course, is going to be good at determining blob fights, depending on what you're fighting, of course. So it's a bug map. That makes a little bit more sense. All right. So Slayers here, cleaving across, jumping on the Butchers of Kalkengard. Meanwhile, we're hunting the Bray Shaman. The Hammer of Karak Draz popped on him, but he's a little bit fast, a little bit furious. Balance of Power for some godforsaken reasons still in the hands of the Beastmen, but I guess it's because the Jabberslythe and Morkur are all still very healthy. But I have a ton of Slayers left. I have a big brick of Slayers back here that are pretty much full health, and my opponent's entire army, with the exception of some Ungor Raiders, a couple Ungor Raiders actually, is going to be kind of weak against that, right? Doom Seekers here, still, you know, seeking Doom, hunting down these poor Pestigors. Harpies do land on them, but I know I need to get on the Raider, so the Doom Seeker is going to be charging in. Now, I forgot to mention this earlier. Doom Seekers do get ward save based on the amount of kills they get. So it's called the Wards of Grimnir. So every time they make kills, they get ward save, which is incredibly good. So in the late game, the Doom Seekers become even more menacing, which is super epic. Bit of a blob fight here. You can see the Glorious Death is activated, which is going to keep Slayers from dying for a short period of time. Meanwhile, the Jabberwocky and the Centaurs of Tzeentch and Raiders are going to be on their way back in. So we need to be ready. The Raiders are a good counter against my army. The Demon Slayer, he has his sight set on the Jabberwocky, so he's going to be going after that thing while the Slayers do get run over there by the Centaurs of Tzeentch. Jabberslythe's Mortis Engine is not really good against a Slayer focus build because obviously it's based on leadership and Slayers are unbreakable, but even still, Jabberslythes are one of the most annoying, hard to lock down monsters in general. He doesn't have a ton of value, but overall he's hanging in there. So Jabberwocky does run away here. In the meantime, Demon Slayer trying to hunt him. And this is a big turning the tide for me, is that Garagrim can actually take on Morgur. He has anti-infantry and really high stats, so he's going to be able to actually get through Morgur's defenses, which is uncommon. Here we see the Jabberslythe. I do the spin to win on Garagrim, but there was nothing nearby, so it's just more for flexing. Jabberslythe going to be dropping some toxic goo, as he is screened out of the battle here by the Demon Slayer, so the Demon Slayer is able to hunt him down pretty effectively and keep him honest, yeah, which is great. And I think he gets ward save as well based on kills, but he's mainly been attacking large things, so he's not getting a ton of kills. Yes, yes. So how are we looking back in the fight? 19 Slayers here, cleaning up the Butchers of Kalkengard. We got a fully erect unit of Slayers hunting down Raiders, because I know Raiders are the biggest counter. 40 speed against 40, so it's just kind of Benny Hill, which is better for him, actually. The Morgur is getting that butt kicked by these dwarf characters. You can see, oh yeah, dude, let's go. Garagrim is pissed. Morgur's on the run. And Morgur probably maybe just turns in fights here. If it's a one-on-one, we see the Demon Slayer chasing down the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky trying to come over and use its maneuverability while the Raiders do kite away. But unfortunately, one of the Raiders does get caught here. And the Slayers are going to be butchering a bunch of those cows as they do get caught. So they are going to be fleeing the scene. And I think, man, that is looking good for the Dowie here. Bounce Power's coming back as Morgur does get smashed up by Garagrim. Garagrim does get caught by the Jabberwocky, whose bonus of first infantry will be very useful here. But we just need to keep working on Morgur, keep dragging him down. The Wards of Grimnir are not super active on him because, you know, he hasn't gotten a ton of kills. He's mainly been going after characters. But yeah, you can see Morgur is getting slapped up. Morgur does have 39 speed, so the Slayers are technically faster than him, and they have caught their prey. Oh, that attack was so cool. He, like, had the chains on them and threw it out. Oh, that was so rad. Morgur running away. He is wavering. Jabberwocky here is trying to help out, but every time the Jabberwocky comes in, he gets bashed by the two Slayer characters. Really fun to see that. And we do have the Glorious Death activated, so you can see the hammer icon. Nearby Slayer characters are immune to death. And the dreaded Beastmen kiting does continue. It does continue. So Demon Slayer moving in to attack the Jabberslythe. Of course, and Morgur getting hunted by his particular prize. These guys, though, are the absolute just alphas of this game. We have 3 Doom Seekers left, and they have just been going all the way into the 4th quarter. They are currently sitting at 1,500 value, 320 kills, fully stacked up on ward save. And look, these 3 Doom Seekers are routing off an Ungor Raider. That is so good for me. Those Ungor Raiders have no chances against them. They are just such beasts. I mean, they could try and turn and fight, but the Ungor Raiders would likely lose it against these Doom Seekers. They're at 0 leadership right now. Man, Doom Seekers are awesome. They're awesome, awesome stuff. Slayers have almost caught those ones. My opponent sweating super harder than the micro, but the Jabberslythe does get taken down here. And Morgur, the Shadowgave, did actually get routed as well. So that's going to be GG, well played. There you have it. Come back here and kill me, I know. Super fun. So yeah, I like the Demon Slayer Lord. I think he's better than Ungrim just because he's faster, which is big. 1600 here. Although Ungrim, I guess, arguably for a box build, Ungrim could be better, but I don't know. Hard to say. Garagrim was awesome. 1600. He kept Morgur honest. The Grudge Hewer or the Goblin Hewer got 900 value. Doomseeker's very strong indeed. All right, guys. GG, well played. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please do drop a like on the way out. I see there's 1,300 folks here. If you could pump those numbers up, helps get Total War out to more people. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. So once again, drop a like on the way out. We'll see you around. Replays for the next 4 or 5 days. Probably won't be too many more streams of this because it's really hard to find folks to play with. But there is really good battles coming up. Tomorrow we have Kolek with healing. We have some landship action. We got all kinds of fun stuff. So it's going to be great. Yeah, how many Thunder Barges can you bring in? Okay, that's a good question to ask before we go. Yeah, if you want to be really evil. How many thunder barges can you bring? Is there no unit caps on it? Okay, unit caps. Okay, let's do that. Did CA forget to put unit caps on the thunder barge? I think they did. Okay, I'm putting unit caps on. No, they didn't. Okay. Oh my god. So if I was doing a default funds, hold up. You could bring 3 thunder barges on a quick battle game. You could bring 3 thunder barges. 3. Oh, no, you can't. Okay. But it's letting me go over the unit caps? Is that... Oh, no, okay, good. Okay, it was just buggy. It was just a little bit buggy. It didn't revert. Okay, well, you can only bring 1. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to give you all heart attacks. You want to look at the lizard roster? Sure, we'll look at the lizards real quick. I'll just, like, mouse over it so you guys can see everything. No, it's just 1. Don't worry, guys. Panic, crisis averted. So we have a cost increase to skink cohorts, a cost increase to skink javelins is what I'm seeing right away. Yeah, I was just reading it. It was just a little clunky there. So it looks like they just had their chaff units cost increase a little bit, which is fine. All right. Yeah, so there you go. You can see everything here. Looks pretty cool. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves. I appreciate you all. It was a lot of fun today. We had some really good games, really fun matches, as well as some shenanigans and reviewing. So that is going to be it for today. You guys take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the other side. GG. Well played.